Welcome to the Double I Show.
Incoherent idiocy.
I'm Sweet T, and with me as always,
R.W King. What's going on, T? What's happening?
I love that intro music. It's got me kind of pumped up today.
That's what I'm talking about, man. I like that, Dr. X. Hey, what's going on, Dr. X?
Big shout out to Dr. X today.
Yeah, looking good over there, big Dr. X. Hanging tough.
So how you doing today?
Hey, man, I'm loving it. You know, this week was the NFL draft, so I'm all good, man.
Living the dream.
I just got a little bit of NFL in me, dude. I'm good. It don't matter. You know what I mean? So,
yeah.
But just, again, T, it's just, we're in amazement, man.
Yeah.
Every week we look at this stuff. We just want to say thanks again to everybody. I know it sounds like we're reacting stupid or getting old, but man, this thing's really taken off, man, and I'm really happy for it.
I think it's a little of both of what you just said, acting stupid and getting old.
Right, exactly. So yeah, no, I got you, but hey, again, thanks to all our listeners out there. Thanks for telling everybody about it, man. This thing's just growing leaps and bounds.
It's big time. I mean, it's crazy because we were looking at the stats again, and I think you and I are kind of addicted to the stats. We keep looking at everything, and I don't know. It just seems like every time we do it, we're adding new places that we haven't touched before.
No, I know, and we just wonder, like, how the fuck did it end up over there?
Right. I mean, because now we got Austria.
Yeah,
we got Austria on the board, and I'm like, what the fuck? Really?
Exactly, man. Yeah. So I mean,
I'm loving it.
This is great, man. No, I'm loving it.
As soon as Austria hit, I had to get a hold of you right away and go, dude, we got Austria.
Yeah, I know, fucker. I was already asleep, man. I work in the morning.
Hey, you know what? We all work. Big deal.
Yeah, man. But you go to work later than me.
No, what? Like by 20 minutes, if that?
That's a big 20 minutes, man. I'm just saying. But, like we were saying, T, just thanks to everybody out there, man. And I think we got a couple big shout outs. I think, I got one, man.
I know you do.
There's guys out there, that talk to me all the time about the show. And it just means a lot, and it means that you guys are listening. You guys are paying attention. And it's hitting you. And we just want to say thanks. And you listeners are what's really driving our show, and the responses you give me, and the same with T, we talk about them.
Yeah, we do.
And it sort of drives our next show and drives what we're going to talk about.
It kind of keeps us pumped. I mean, it really does. The feedback really helps us stay motivated to keep going.
Right, absolutely. And we share stories with each other, to keep each other motivated, because that's what it's all about.
Yeah.
So, hey, I just want to give a big shout out to Kevin, man.
Yeah.
This guy listens to us up and down. He's talking to me every day about the show. Just want to say thanks, man. You're a great listener. You're a great part of our show.
Yeah.
We just want to say thanks, Kev.
Yeah, big shout out for me for Mark. I mean, every single time I talk to this guy, he's over there wanting to talk about the show. Every day that it drops, that day he's over there saying, hey, my experience with this or my experience with that. He's just sharing his stories based off of what we're talking about. And it's great.
No, absolutely, man. And it's the same thing with Kevin, and again, there's a lot of guys like this, and we're going to do this every week. We're going to put guys out there, and we're going to say thanks, because we said that in the beginning.
Yeah.
We're going to say thanks to everybody. And we really are as best we can. And
it means a lot to everybody. So it means a lot to King. It means a lot to myself. It really does. Dr. X can give a rat's ass because, he's still without a mic.
He looks like he's already asleep, man.
Dude, he's still without a mic, and he's been crying again. He's shut up for a while, but today
the mic got here.
Yeah, I know, but I didn't want to set it up. I didn't want to do it.
I'm just saying.
I know.
Before we even get going, man, I want to say thanks to everybody. Make sure you guys visit our website, thedoubleishow.com.
Don't forget our Patreon, patreon.com/The Double I Show.
Right, guys. And remember, all these things are sort of good for us because it sort of boosts our stats up when people look at us and everything else. And it sort of gives us placement on these podcast sites and things like that. We're on all of them, guys. So just, whatever's out there, take a look at it and Google us or look for us in the search engine and you'll find us. Actually,
King, I wanted to say one more shout out to our new patron. We have a new patron.
Oh, yeah.
And I love the name. This patron's awesome. The name of our new patron is Panchito Pistolas.
Yeah, no,
I love that. I was cracking up.
We got a lot of folks on our patron site too, man. So, T, this thing's really doing good. And we posted our draft edition on there.
We did.
And I'm going to touch on that, today, obviously, because I want to suck on my own dick.
Of course.
Because I did do pretty good, man.
You like smelling your own farts? I know that.
No, exactly. So we'll talk about that later in the show, T. But we got a lot to cover, man. So we got to get started, bro.
Big one. Let's jump into this.
So what we're going to talk about today, and our main topic on our hot topics is going to be legalized sports gambling, man. This shit's getting big.
It is.
It's a huge market. It's huge money. And really what's happening is all these states are starting to figure out, like everything else, they want a piece of the pie. You know, if they're going out there and they're understanding at this point that the illegal gambling is so huge and such a big revenue in their state, it's just like selling drugs.
Yeah.
At some point,
You just got to legalize it.
Legalize it and get the money from it.
Right.
And you're going to
It's big money.
eliminate the criminal aspect. And
It's
that's their
huge.
thought. But I think in this case, in this instance, I don't think they're going to be able to eliminate that criminal element.
No, I think it's kind of too late at this point.
I don't think it's too late. It's still an apple compared to an orange. And I'm going to speak on personal experience and whatever else.
Oh,
and,
speak on it.
All right, man. So here goes, T. I mean, you know it, man. I used to run book for a while. I booked myself.
No.
I took action, for a couple years, and it was very lucrative, man.
I think I was a customer.
Yeah, maybe. You know what I mean? So it's very different when you're betting through a local guy, because what the local guy can do for you and none of these sites can do for you is give you credit.
Line of credit's big.
And that's how the whole thing starts. You never need to put money up front to make the bet.
Right.
And that's why it'll never change with the illegal gambling, because these guys that have these illnesses and these guys that have these sicknesses, that basically bookies, that's what you need to survive, because if you don't take their money, someone else will.
Oh, yeah. I mean, they're just going to go to the next guy.
They're going to go to the next guy.
Exactly.
So you can't feel bad in that aspect if you're doing that. But these guys, they're just, especially for them, the credit is what drives it.
It is. It is, and they're not putting up that money up front, so it's really making a big deal for them.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because what they're doing is they're putting on their next check. If they don't hit or whatever, because a lot of these guys work.
So here's what you do, man. No, here's what happens, right? It isn't like the fucking movies where you're gonna go out and beat the guy down and break his thumbs like Rocky used to do. It isn't like that.
No. What I'm saying is these guys are saying like
what you do.
They know that they check.
I know. I'm explaining this to you.
Yeah.
Is what you do when you're one of these illegal guys is these guys are basically going to be flowing money into you every paycheck.
Right.
They have to survive. They have to live. You're not going to squeeze them for all the money every week, but you want them to keep betting, and you're just going to let that till keep going up.
Yeah.
As long as they're paying you, everything's okay. But once it stops, then you got to make a decision what you're going to do.
Right.
Because if you go after them or do something that can mess you up criminally and break the law, now you're jeopardizing a lot
the
more
whole business.
Everything. Because all it really takes is one guy to really squeal on you.
Yeah.
So it's a tough racket both ways. And a lot of times these guys eat money, and I know I did at some points.
Right.
You just have to.
It's part of the business.
It's part of the business. There's guys that just flake out. You never see them again. You can't find them.
Now you got like what? So far out of all these states right now, we got 50 states. We only have 8 of them that have full-blown legalized gambling.
No, you have one of them. The other ones have minimal legalized gambling. The only full-scale legalized sports betting state is Nevada.
Okay.
Right. Everywhere else, they're just starting it, so it's controlled on the internet and what you can do.
Right.
And what kind of action they can take. So in Nevada, you can bet on anything, bro.
Yeah.
You can bet on anything that moves. You can bet on any which way you want. Even if it's not on the board, you just call the sports book manager.
Right.
And he can make a bet for you. He'll give you odds on a certain action you want. They will take action at all points.
Gotcha.
They don't do that in these other states. These other states are very controlled with their websites, what they do, and how they're allowed to take that money.
And 2 states recently passed a bill for it.
Correct. Now, here's the thing, too. What's been really big, too, in the last 20 years, and I don't think it's really going to hurt this part of it, or this part's really going to affect it, is the offshore gambling.
Right.
Okay, and I'm going to tell you a little story, right?
Yep.
Do you know who started offshore gambling?
I'm trying to remember. Didn't they make a movie about the guy?
No.
Oh, I thought they did.
No, because I don't think you really got an idea who
No,
it
I
is.
don't. I thought
Kenny Rogers.
the fucking country singer?
Kenny Rogers, the country singer.
You got to know when to hold them and fold them.
You got to know when to hold them. You got to know when to fold them.
All right.
This guy was a huge gambler, and he was just getting pissed because he could never make bets in the state that he was in. So he started a company in Costa Rica.
Really?
That would just allow him to take bets, and it just grew from there. So everything started in Costa Rica.
Oh, wow. I didn't know that.
So he's really the guy who started all that, and really like when these local bookies get their sites and stuff, because all their customers use websites.
Yeah.
They're all run through Costa Rica. because you can't run them to the United States because it's illegal.
Right, exactly.
You know, and technically they're basically just like playing stupid and dumb, saying they really don't know what you're doing. You know, but you have fucking 30 accounts of different players on there and everything else.
Yeah, exactly.
You know? So yeah, but that's how this whole thing started. So those aspects there now are never going to change. And like you said, maybe it's a little too late for these guys to start coming in. And even like we said, there's only a handful of states that even have it now.
Right.
In California, we live in California. They don't have it.
Well, I heard that California actually probably won't for a long time, only because they have to amend the Constitution, the California Constitution.
Doesn't it have something to do with the casinos on the Indian reservations?
Yes.
Right? It has
but they're also lobbying. That was the other factor, is they're also lobbying against it.
Because here in California, we got a shitload of casinos that are on Indian reservations.
Right. And they're the ones lobbying against it in California.
Right.
You know, because that's going to, they figure it's going to hurt their business.
No, it will.
Right.
It will. Absolutely will.
But those two factors is the lobbying from the Indian casinos, plus it would take a California constitutional amendment in order to do it.
You know, and it's really weird, T, the way that they sort of look at this and they break it down, right? So they sort of look at sports gambling like it brings in a criminal element. It does all these other things. But what about just regular casino or regular gambling? I mean, there's some criminal element there too, right?
Well, what do we say all the time? When you go, it's what, 3, 4 o'clock in the morning? What do you see? You see degens.
Well, yeah, unless it's the weekend, then there's still some hot chicks there at 3 or 4 in the morning. It's
yeah,
sort of
but
good.
I mean, you're really seeing degens.
No, yeah, during the week, absolutely,
Yeah.
because everyone else has to go to sleep to go to work.
Right.
And unless you're on a heater, you're going to go to sleep.
Those are the only guys,
You know what I
and
mean?
you see them all the time.
Unless you're on a heater.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So,
Yeah.
and I've done that too, or fuck, I didn't even want to go to work the next day.
Calling in sick.
I called in late, got there like 3 hours late. I was on a heater, dog. I couldn't stop.
And you went straight.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was a mess at work, but hey, man.
It's because you're kind of a degen
Still
yourself.
driving home happy with $5 or $6 grand at the end of the day.
It's all that matters.
You know what I mean? You start with $100, you know, what are you going to do? But,
You know?
back to the story, T. So, I mean, the sports gambling aspect of what's going on, I mean, it's so popular. You know, I mean, what it is and the reality is guys like to watch sports.
Yeah.
And it's much more interesting if you have action on the game. I mean, you only have one favorite team. How many guys have 10 favorite teams?
Well,
So if your team isn't playing on TV at that game Thursday night, Sunday night, or Monday night, is it really interesting to you?
no, and that's why you bet.
You put action on it.
You have
put
to.
25 or 50 bucks on that fucker, and now you're fucking into that game.
Exactly.
Right? You're watching that motherfucker until it ends.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
You're absolutely doing that, because I know I've done that.
And that's sort of what it is, and that's what drives these guys. And I know myself, even when I bet, I used to do that.
Yeah, I know.
I mean,
sometimes you would call me for hockey. You would ask me a question about hockey. Hey, who do you
that's
like
when
in
it was
tonight's game?
slow, dude. Yeah,
Right, exactly.
You know what I mean? Just, and exactly. And just, put 15 bucks on it, 20 bucks, whatever, just to get some action.
Yeah.
Just so I could at least have some interest to watch some sports.
Right.
A lot of guys just can't control that.
That's
You know,
true.
and that's the problem. You got so many guys that just can't control it. And they have this mentality, they just got to keep firing, and at some point they're going to hit. And it just doesn't work that way. The big bettors and the guys that win don't bet every game. They bet one game a weekend.
Yeah.
2 games max. That's it. And they put all their money on that game.
Everything.
And don't worry about the other games. And don't get greedy. That's how you win.
Yeah.
These other guys, these other sports gamblers, they're betting fucking 6, 7, 8 games. How you going to win?
I think you were telling me that, some of these guys even bet both sides just to hedge their bet.
Well, not really, but the story was, and we're watching this thing on Showtime right now called Action, and that's sort of how this thing stemmed, but they show these big time money guys in Vegas, and there was a guy that bet 75 grand, had a ticket for 75 grand, he bet on the Rams last year to win the NFC Championship.
Right.
He won like 1.6 million. Then he bet another 130,000 for the Rams to win the Super Bowl. So when they got there, he would have won $6 million on that ticket if the Rams won. So he was like, fuck it, I got to hedge my bet.
Yeah.
If I just say, okay, I'm only going to go $6 million or bust, I'm stupid. So he's already, 100 and some thousand in on that ticket.
Yeah.
He put $2.1 million on New England to win. So if New England won, at least he'd win $2 million.
Right. So he hedged his bet.
And he still win $2 million, dog. So, yeah. I mean, worst case scenario, the worst day was he was going to win 4.
Right.
the best day he was going to win 4, worst day he was going to win 2.
I find it kind of funny though that ever since the Supreme Court has ruled that now it's up to the states now. The federal government can't regulate it. You had Major League Baseball come out, and it's almost like they're really against it because they're saying that our most important priority is protecting the integrity of our games. Now it sounds like to me that Major League Baseball is against it, but you got other sports that are kind of embracing it a little bit.
Yeah, no, absolutely. I see, that's the thing, man. Major League Baseball is sort of like the purest sport still.
Right.
They think there's always that opportunity, and they've had opportunities.
It's the real old man's club.
But they've had games in the past that get compromised.
They have.
So there has been problems. I think the sport that's really compromised, that's not compromised and is embracing this is the NBA.
They are.
Because this guy's coming out and he's fucking supporting this shit.
Yeah,
he wants a piece of that pie.
Yeah,
dude.
They have really, really kind of taken to it.
So, but like the NCAA, they're not liking it.
No,
they think it's going to cause problems for the kids, and I think that's where the problems could lie.
Because these guys, these big money guys, start going up to the kids and start trying to get inside information on them.
It's just like in the history of time, kids have been paid off.
Right, exactly.
You don't have to win, just don't cover the spread.
You
don't have to lose, just don't cover the spread.
Just don't cover the spread. That's it. And we'll take care of you.
Make sure you win by 10 or less.
And we'll take care of you.
Yeah, exactly. You're going to get the ball the last 3 or 4 possessions. Yeah.
Your family, hey, they need to move out of town. They need to get a bigger house, whatever they need.
And the reality is, man, it's all been caught in all the sports. All the sports, in every sport, there's been some kind of gambling issue. Something. In the NFL, back in the day, Alex Karras from the Detroit Lions got suspended for 2 years or a year because he was gambling on games.
Right.
Pete Rose in the MLB.
Yeah.
I mean, it's everywhere, man.
Everywhere.
So, yeah, there's guys that bet sports, but there's guys that are they're out of bounds.
But that's all factors of life when you think about it. You're always going to have, in everything, you're always going to have that bad apple.
I think one thing, too, and I'm just going to speak by experience because I had a lot of experience with guys and dealing with certain different guys. And I think there's not enough focus on the illness.
True.
That is related to this.
True.
And you see some things, like, when you go into casinos, it's mandatory for them to have a sign that says, if you need help, call 1-800-GAMBLER.
Yeah.
But they only need to have one. And that's the law. They just have to post one sign somewhere at some point. You know what I mean?
And that doesn't go far enough.
And that's the problem, man. There's not enough people out there really helping these guys because the problem is that without these guys, the revenues wouldn't be there for the casinos.
Right.
And that's what's driving these casinos. And let's be honest, Vegas doesn't build new casinos because they lose.
True.
They build new casinos because people throw money away at their places.
Right.
So if they're throwing money away, it's a tough spot because, in reality, society should be stepping in here and saying these guys all got issues. You're sitting there, like you said, day after day, not just in the casino and the card casinos, but just think about it in Vegas and the sports books. These guys, I mean, if I go to Vegas for 3 or 4 days, I see guys that look like they don't leave.
They've never left the sports book. Or I've seen people on slots. I've actually gone to Vegas when it was gambling in the casino, walked by a slot. I came back. I went up to my room, slept, come back, and I see the same person at the slots still.
No, absolutely.
And they never changed. I mean, you look like they never left.
And that's the sadness, and that's what it is. And it's I saw so many guys do this and they just feel like they just got to keep firing, man, and keep firing and just keep digging bigger holes.
Yeah.
And it's like, guys, at some point, just stop. If you lost, just cut your losses right there. Stop. And some guys can't.
They can't.
And that's the problem.
It's a sickness.
And to me, I feel like sort of because they haven't addressed that properly, and they haven't done their due diligence understanding the illness behind it, these states are taking advantage of these people just like everybody else is.
Well, I don't think it's that they haven't done anything to understand the illness. They do understand the illness. It's just a matter of they don't want to do anything to address it.
Well, isn't it like everything else? You got to allocate funds federally or, governmentally, right, to get into.
There's regulation, but then you have.
But not just funds to even look into it.
Right.
You just don't sit there and say, okay, as a government, we're going to look into this today. it's a budget and a measure, right. So,
but they've looked into this stuff like this. There's been
they're not
studies.
putting any money into it. That's the point. It's what we talk about all the time, and you talk about is special interest.
Right. That's what I was just going to say.
Very special interest.
That's what I was going to say. You have the casinos that are spending the money lobbying against
casino
it.
dog, right? Remember?
Right.
When they fucked up Robert De Niro, the governor or whatever?
Exactly.
And he was like, "Oh, I don't know this man.
Yeah.
You're going to tell me you don't know me? I don't comp you twice a week. You don't fuck girls in my casino."
Exactly.
Right?
And that's exactly what's going on with this. It's all about money, special interest money.
And that's what it is.
And that's what's blocking all of that.
Yeah, no, absolutely, man. And you're right. And it's, it's a shame, I mean, it could be a fun thing.
Yeah.
It could be just like, let's throw it out there. I mean, the lottery can be fun. Spend $5 or $10 a week. There's people that spend half their check. And they're dumping it every week, really not getting any of it back.
How many times have you gone to, let's say, a liquor store or a gas station and you want to just go pay for your gas and you're behind somebody who's checking 20, 30 different lotto tickets just to see if they hit?
Not just that, T, but like today I went to go put gas and I guess today's lottery day, right?
Yeah.
Fuck, dude, everybody in line was fucking getting different lottery tickets.
Yeah, it's over 200 million right now.
And shit.
Yeah, it's
There's
crazy.
Like 6 people in front of me. Like, what the fuck, man?
Yeah.
I just want some gas.
Yeah.
Make that a separate line. Some of these places have it like
Some
that.
of those places have to because there's so big.
So much traffic going through there for that shit.
Especially because if it's a place that's popular that's won before.
Yeah, no, you're right. So back to the sports gambling thing, man. So like I said, I'm just closing it up here, T. But I mean, a lot of these states and a lot of these places are looking like they're just doing it for the revenue.
Right.
This is a billions and billions of dollars of industry, man, this stuff. I mean, they found out that legalization of sports betting would probably contribute between 11 and $14 billion to the gross domestic product annually.
Well, I think the Super Bowl alone generates almost $5 billion.
And that's an easy estimate because they can't count the illegal money.
And that's just legal.
Right. So you're looking at triple that illegally, $20 billion.
That's insane. That's insane.
Yeah, one of these days I'll tell you how my whole business went crashing down in the Super Bowl. But anyway,
we'll share that story for another day. Maybe we'll do that one for a special podcast that goes just for the patrons.
That's what happened to it. Yeah, no, absolutely, man, for sure. But yeah, dude, I mean,
I hear there's technology that they're developing now for the legalized gambling where you could just tweet and you'll get your action based off of a tweet. It's kind of crazy.
It's just like, you go to these sites, T, and it's just so easy.
Right.
I mean, they put it all out there for you. What kind of bet do you want? Do you want a straight bet, a parlay, a round robin, whatever else? You click it.
Yeah.
Who's your team? What do you want to bet? MLB, NBA, NFL, boom, you click it.
Yeah.
Then it gives you your options. Boom, you click it. Accept your bet.
There's a bet.
How much do you want to bet?
There's a bet house that's doing that, but through Twitter. Yeah. It's crazy. You customize your bet and then boom, you get your action.
Every site already does it.
It's crazy.
I mean, it's out there already.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? This has been out for 10, 15 years already.
But the game changer is the social media out there in the open.
The game changer is that it's legalized.
Yeah, out in the open.
And it's allowed to be in the open now.
Right.
Yeah.
And that's what I'm saying. I mean, it's just nuts and it's driving new technology for gambling.
It's going to be real interesting to check it out in the next couple of years and see really how it does, right? What kind of trends it has? Is it going to get more popular, and which I think it will, but I think there's an opportunity for it to sort of crap out a little bit.
True, but I think more states are going to start jumping on when they start seeing the states that are starting to adopt it early.
It's going to be like the legalization of marijuana.
Yeah.
Once they start seeing the revenue from that and cash flow.
And they're going to go for it.
Yeah, they're going to be like, fuck it, dude, we need that money.
We got it. We need that money. We got to get that.
If not, we know that it's out there not being used by us.
And it's
not being taken by us.
It's hurting us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So no, absolutely, man. So again, like we said, just with anything else, man, if you guys know anybody out there who's got a little bit of a problem or you think they might do,
get them help.
Talk to them, man.
Get them help,
Talk
please.
to somebody. I mean, guys, this thing can go sideways quick. I seen it go bad on a lot of guys, man.
Yeah.
So, you don't want to get that way. And if you're out there betting too, man, keep it fun, guys.
It's just it's just for some fun.
Absolutely, man. I mean, I was a heavy hitter at some point too, man. Dropping 10 dimes, 15 dimes on a game, and it's tough, man.
Yeah.
It's really tough. It's not, especially when you don't got liquid 100 dimes to back it up.
Yeah.
So I mean, it's difficult, guys. If you're betting like that and you're betting big money, just be careful out there, guys. And some guys and these local guys, they don't mess around. And things can happen to you. So just be careful, guys. Try to stay on the legal side of it now. If not, just go offshore, man. That's the best way to do it. Just go offshore. You don't got to deal with it.
And don't get crazy.
Yeah, absolutely, man. And like we said again, if you know anybody out there, guys, just talk to them. Talk to them. Say, hey, look, man, you got to realize what you're doing. Keep it fun. You know, and if you see guys getting in over their heads, go get them help.
Yeah.
Because they need it.
Right away.
You know, so right on to you, man. Pretty good, man.
No, I like that. That was a pretty good one. I liked it.
Yeah, no,
you know,
absolutely.
We could have gone all day with that one. There's just so much to it.
Not just that, man. It can go into so many different directions and avenues.
It really can.
You know, it's not just sports gambling and legalized sports gambling. There's a lot of other aspects to it. You know, so what do we got next, man? What do we got going to go now?
We got a Did You Know section.
I like the Did You Know, man. Fuck, this thing's crazy, man. We got fucking like hundreds of
kind
these
of
things.
fun,
Dude.
though.
Dude, but fucking, this is perfect. It fucking matches right up with our story. Dude, go ahead and go for it, dog.
It does. We titled this one, No Dice.
No Dice. Did you know?
In the 18th century England, gambling dens employed someone whose job was to swallow the dice if there was a police raid.
I want that job, bro.
All you had to do,
No, dude, you're just chilling.
But it's the 18th century, dude.
What do you think? The dice were bigger?
Bigger and made of wood?
All right, I'll shit out some wood. The dude's
Right?
gotta be.
Splintered your thorax?
Oh, come on, dude. It isn't like it has splinters
Your
coming out of
sphincter?
that thing, dude.
Is it going to
Come
splinter
on,
your
dude.
sphincter?
It might have been made out of whalebone or something back in the day.
Who knows, man? But come on, this is crazy.
But that's fucking perfect, man.
Right?
Yeah. So, look, you're saying back in the 18th century, gambling was illegal.
It was.
So, I mean, fuck, right?
I mean, it's always been. It's almost like, you know, the oldest one on the planet.
No, that's prostitution.
Right.
No.
That's what I'm saying. It's like that. I mean, gambling is.
We got to talk about prostitution at some point.
At some point. But I mean, it's just like
We can't talk about it today.
it's not in our show. We already have it booked. Sorry. Talk to Dr. X.
When are we going to talk about that shit, Dr.
No,
X?
you got to talk to Dr. X. Let's see what he says.
Yeah, all right, man. Anyway,
he's the producer, man.
Sorry, man. My mind's running.
Yeah.
Now. Go ahead, man.
But think about it. That was your sole job, was to swallow dice. And at that time, you got to think, how many dice did you have to swallow? How many games were going? Did you have to go around to different tables?
Oh, yeah. I didn't think about that, dude.
Right?
Not
Not just one pair. It could be like 10 pairs going around.
You can't run around and fucking swallow them all.
Who knows? Did they hire multiple dudes?
Oh, that's a good point, fucker.
Right?
Oh, dude. Imagine
Think
if you
about
were the
that
only dude
shit.
in there and the shit got popular and you got like 10 tables going.
And
there's
you
like,
had to swallow them all.
and there's like 2 racks of dice in each one.
Yeah, you're fucked.
And the cops are trying to break down the door. Wait for homeboy, man. Hold the door. He's got to fucking chug the dice.
And he's on the floor belly aching.
Might not be that bad.
Why?
You ever do Benoit ball?
Not personally.
Oh, I'm just saying.
Yeah.
Right? Doop, 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 doop. I'm just saying,
He
man.
could be
I'm
rattling
just
around
saying.
in there.
I'm just saying, right?
Anyways, that's the Did You Know?
Did you know? All right, man. Yeah. Did you know, bro? Did you know
Exactly.
that fucking dudes used to be hired to swallow dice?
Some fun shit. It
I'm
really
just saying,
is, man.
Fuck, I dig that shit.
I love researching this stuff.
Fuck, dude. Wait till the one for next week, dude.
All right, so what do we got? What do we got next, King?
Oh, fuck. I'm just thinking about the fucking Did you know for next week.
What do we got next?
Fuck, I'm choking over here, man. Fuck, hold on, man.
You choking down some dice?
Yeah, man. I'm thinking about the guy sucking down the dice. I'm over here choking myself, man. All right. So what we're talking about today, man, we're going to go a little bit in the man's corner, T. You know, I get a lot of comments on the man's corner, T. Guys are really digging
Yeah,
it.
a lot of people dig that.
Yeah, and I'm glad we're putting some stuff out that guys are interested in. You know, guys, again, fuck, here we go again, right? Every time we talk about something non-sexual, T, a lot of guys hit me up, hey, when you gonna start talking about the fucking sex again?
Yeah, I know. They love that stuff.
Yeah, I know, but guys.
You gotta calm down,
on,
guys.
Yeah.
Calm down.
Yeah, this isn't a Jergens show, dude. A Jergens and fucking Kleenex show, all right, man? Come on, guys. But anyway, what we're going to talk about today in the man's quarter, man, T, we're going to talk about dating.
Okay.
We're going to talk about dating, not just dating like when you just meet a chick, but what about when you've been with your lady for a long time?
Right.
How do you keep that thing going? You know, what do you do? You know, so we're just going to touch on it, but let's just get into it,
Yeah,
man.
like keeping it fresh.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, so I mean, look, for me, I mean, I like to impress women. You know, I feel it's, you know, I like treating women nice. I treat them good. Mm-hmm. I think that especially in the beginning, I don't want to overdo it because I don't want them to think that this is the normal and how am I going to go up from there? You know what I mean? So I sort of pace myself.
Yeah.
But I sort of pace myself to sort of the woman, right? I sort of figure it out. Look, okay, this girl's sort of more laid back, a little more casual.
Right.
You know, especially a newer date. I'm talking about new dates.
Yeah.
a little laid back, a little more casual. This is the kind of place she'd like, as opposed to somebody who maybe would like a nicer place, or seems like she's more, she's going to dress up nicer, or just a different job or something like that, or she's just in a different, different type of person.
Yeah.
That's to me what these guys miss, and they don't get it. They think in their mind they got a standard date. We either go to the movies,
dinner to movies,
and hopefully I'll get a hand job or a blow job on the first date.
Right.
Come on, guys.
No, you gotta take them somewhere nice.
Not just that, T, but I mean, okay, I'm gonna throw it out, man. I think guys nowadays just don't take care of their ladies, man. We don't do stuff that is even exciting anymore, or even things that there's no culture.
Correct.
Let's say that.
No, I think you use the perfect word right there, culture.
Nobody even tries it.
No.
I'm not saying it's for everybody, and it's not for me at some points, but fuck, I want to see and experience things.
Right.
And I think that's what life's all about. And as a guy, when you meet somebody you want to do that with, try new things, man. Try different things.
Now, here's the thing, though. What about the other person? They may not be into that stuff.
Right. So what? That's
that makes
what
it a little harder
too. Now, if you go and it's uncomfortable or it doesn't work out, then you got to go to the backdrop, whatever it is that makes them comfortable.
Right.
And then now you try to squeeze something else in after a few dates.
Yeah.
Again, try something else a little bit different. But I mean, that's what it is about.
You got to push your boundaries a little
bit, man.
Yeah.
I'm not talking about, specific things, but fuck, man. I mean, do guys go to concerts a lot with their girls? Do they go to, I don't know, do you think guys take girls more out to concerts and musical things like that, or to a bar to drink? Or a restaurant with a bar?
I would have to say a restaurant with a bar.
It's easy, right?
Yeah.
And let's go to the movies.
Yeah.
I mean, fuck, dude.
Or hang out with a group of people.
Right, exactly. At the bar. At Chili's. Yeah. Let's go to Chili's. They're going to be fucking my homies are over there.
Or TGI Fridays or something.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. I mean, come on, man. At some point, dude, it's almost like a scene.
It is.
And you don't want to get your girl wrapped up in that scene, And that's the thing I think, too. At some point, yeah, it's good to socialize and be with groups of people, but there has to be that interaction between two people. And that's going to determine to you if this thing's going to go or not.
Well, and you need that one-on-one time. You really need that one-on-one, because especially in a new relationship, because that's how you're learning each other. That's how you're developing that relationship.
Look, I always think it like this, T. If I hit a home run taking this chick to a place she really digs the first time and she's never been to something like that, I'm sliding into home plate on the second date.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You feel me?
I feel you.
All right, that's what I'm saying.
That's a lot of nuts.
Well,
it is. No, but okay. Now, I'm a married man.
Right. And I've been married.
Yeah, exactly. You have too. So
a couple times.
Right.
All right. A few times.
Now, here's where it becomes a little trickier. When you have a relationship that has been around and you guys are married now, how do you keep that fresh?
Yeah, no, that's
the harder part than the new
way
one.
Harder part. You used to make a comment to me, T, and we used to fucking argue about it a little bit, right? But you used to always make a comment with certain things and certain guys. It's the thrill of the chase.
It is.
Once they kill it,
that's it.
There's no more thrill.
Right. The thrill is gone.
The thrill is gone.
The thrill is gone.
Yes.
Right.
I mean, and it's the truth.
But I'm going to tell you, I've been guilty. I can guarantee you, I've been guilty of it myself with my wife.
Right.
You know what I mean? And there's times, and sometimes she'll have to smack me in the head and say, "Hey, I want to go out and do something nice." You're right, baby. I forgot. You're right.
Yeah, because
you know what I mean?
No, yeah.
But you have to do that when you're in a long-term relationship. You have to do things like that. It's important for you to do stuff like that.
There's no reason for you to be in a relationship if you're not willing to do that.
Exactly.
If you're not willing to meet that person halfway and do the things that they want to do as well, what the fuck are you in a relationship for?
What's the point?
Exactly. Stay single and have a booty call.
Yeah.
That's
and just have fun.
That's all you want to do.
That's it.
Yeah, no, I'm with you, man. But
I mean, we go to concerts once in a while. We go out to the theater once in a while. We go to the movies once in a while. There's things that we do that we both enjoy.
Okay, how about this?
Yeah.
So, let's just think back to when we're younger.
Yeah.
We're going out with a chick. Haven't gone out with her before. This one's, her volume's turned up a little bit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So you take her on the first date. Action's getting a little heavy.
Mm-hmm.
You're sliding into home plate on the first date.
Right.
You're getting some of that vag on the first date.
Right.
Okay, you're doing it in public places, maybe in the park, maybe in the fucking parking lot somewhere.
Right.
Just because you're just fucking hot and horny.
Yeah.
When do you do that with your wife? Right? So, and I think to me, those were the things that I would have rather kept going with my wives.
Right.
You know, that we did before we got married.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah,
and I think that's
a great
what
point.
people sort of forget.
That's a great point.
Because it's not
it really is.
just the emotional togetherness, it's the physical part too that drives our relationships.
But that drives the emotional side too.
It drives everything.
Especially for the woman.
It drives everything.
That connection, yeah.
Right? So absolutely, man. Where's that excitement for her?
Right.
You know, and that's sort of what you got to do as a guy in a relationship, I think, is you got to make it exciting for her. Fuck yourself.
No, that's exactly what it is.
Right?
That's exactly what, that was what I was getting at,
Yeah.
you know, is you have to, especially when you're in a long-term relationship, you have to get things that get her going. You know, because if you don't, then it's going to cause problems in the relationship. Because most guys are just kind of on cruise control at that point.
No, absolutely. And it's really easy to get on cruise control.
Right.
You know what I mean? Especially if you got a lady that's taking care of you.
Right.
You know, you're just fucking there.
And if your lady's awesome, fuck, you got to take care of her, man.
No, that's the problem.
You know,
man.
if she's a bad bitch, you got to take care of her.
Here's my take, T. You know, guys always sit there and society has said, right, that when people get married, the women change. Women's change. That's always to the guys, right? Always say, hey, with the woman changes, man.
Yeah.
Once you get married, bro, she's going to lock you in, dog. It all changes.
Right.
Cuts off the pussy. You don't get no more.
Yeah.
It's fucking hard, especially when you have kids.
Yeah, you hear that shit all the time.
Here's the thing. You know, you got to have some kind of motivation in there yourself.
Yeah.
You know, but the priority is your lady. And it's the opposite for her. For her, her priority is you.
Right.
You know, if you're giving all to her, she should be giving all to you. And then that's when it's good, man.
Yeah.
Right? You know, that's when shit gets good.
Exactly. And
right?
You know, I'll tell you, you know, one of the things.
Oh, so I never even finished my story, man.
Which story?
Here's my take. Okay. So here's my take, T.
Okay, let's hear your take.
So we talked about how they say fucking women change when they get married.
Yeah.
It's the guy that changes, T.
It is. 100%.
It's not the fucking woman.
It's 100% the guy.
You know, and I sat there and I thought of my whole life, and I've been married twice.
Right.
And I'm the asshole who changed.
You are.
I didn't want to go out no more. I didn't want to do that shit.
I just meant asshole. You are the asshole.
No, I know that. Yeah, remember we talked about that, dude. I'm not a hidden asshole.
No, same thing with me. I'm public.
Yeah. So, yeah, man. But I remember that, man. I remember my first wife, man. We used to go out every day. You know, when we were young, dude. So and my motivation was sex.
Right.
I'm going to get sex.
Right.
I got to go.
Yeah, let's go.
Get married. Oh, it's great for about 3 months.
And then it slows down.
Oh, yeah, man. I'm tired. I got home from work.
Then life happens.
Exactly. Make me something to eat. You scramble some eggs.
Yeah.
You want to go out and get something? I don't got no money. Go to sleep.
Yeah.
I got to go to sleep. I got to get up at 3.
I got to wake up early in the morning.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Dude, it's different. I mean, to me, and I start looking back at it, I think it was me.
Yeah.
I really do.
Yeah.
You know, and every guy's, I guess, basically in denial. Because that's all society says, right?
Yeah, I would say so. I mean, a lot of
really,
guys.
it's society's almost in denial.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, hey.
I've been guilty of it.
Look, man, to me, I love women. I love their shapes. I love their sizes. I love all their flavors. I love everything else.
Right.
And as a man, if I'm going to get something positive out of that woman, I got to be able to feed it. I got to be able to make it grow. I got to be able to nurture it. Exactly. You got to take care of her before she takes care of you.
Exactly.
So that's my take, T.
You know, I agree with you 100%. I think we've all been guilty of it. I think we all, to this day, are still guilty of it at some point in a relationship. It just happens, guys. You know, you got to understand that that's just going to happen. But it's when you realize, when you got to wake yourself up and you got to get back into it and smack yourself across the head and say, holy shit, I better put myself in check and start treating my lady better.
I mean, we got to care for our ladies,
I got to take care of her. Yeah.
You know, I mean, there's a lot of things we can talk about with this, and we're going to stay strictly on dating, but guys, take care of your women. I mean, that's the bottom line.
It is.
I mean, okay, T, this is back. I'm going to just throw this disclaimer out. There's some bitches out there, man.
There are.
I was married to one of them. You know what I mean? So no matter what you did, you're just fucking ruined. It's never good enough.
It's like every guy can be an asshole at some point. Same thing with every woman.
Right. So it's just, some people are bitter, man. They're just bitter people, and they're not happy people.
No matter what you do.
Exactly. So you just have to deal with it, and you have to make a decision. Am I going to deal with this the rest of my life or move on?
Right.
You don't get wrapped up in anything physical. Don't do anything like that.
No.
Just move on.
Bye.
Why fucking be going through all that drama? Just get rid of it and move on with your life and start being happy. Life is too short, man.
It's too short. You got to be happy.
Yeah, we don't know what could happen tomorrow. We might not be here tomorrow.
Tonight, something could happen.
Exactly.
You never know.
Yeah.
So, no,
I could hit the lottery and never see me again, T. I bought a ticket today.
Wow.
Think of that.
I am right now. Wow.
I'll send you a picture from Bora Bora with my middle finger only.
Oh, perfect.
And like a big stack of $100 bills.
That means I'm living the dream.
We're going to go and close up this segment with that, T. I appreciate that, bro. But hey, you know what, man?
Love you.
Yeah, thanks, dog. Anyway, man. So, yeah, fuck. Thanks, dude. Yeah.
All right, so...
fuck you too, Dr. X, fucker. What are you laughing at?
Look at that face, dude.
This is
That
what I'm
face
saying,
is
dude. He
perfect.
doesn't do nothing the whole fucking time. And then all of a sudden he wakes up
Dude,
for that.
he's rolling. I love
Dude, get
it.
the fuck out of here. Both you
Look,
guys.
he's having trouble breathing. He's laughing
All
so
right,
hard.
man. I'm going to go into sports, dog.
Let's talk about sports.
Fuck, I'm going into sports. Fuck
Wait.
you guys, man. What?
What do we got in sports?
NFL. The NFL is king.
Who?
The NFL, dog.
I think I've heard of them.
Will you quit fucking with my NFL today? Dude, I'm happy, man.
I
There's
know.
a
I
draft
just love
this
fucking
week,
with
dude.
you, man. I love it.
Fuck, man. We're going to talk about some NBA playoffs because there's some big shit going down in there, dude, right?
Well, wait a minute. Just so people know, I mean, we kind of got this started late because we were watching some NBA and we were kind of getting into it and everything.
Typically, folks, we do our show on Saturday morning.
Right.
That's usually how it goes. We get the whole week's full of news, everything else, and sort of pub it on the weekend. We couldn't do that this week because we got some obligations on the weekend, so we're doing it on a Friday night show. These Friday night shows are a little fucked up, man. It's a little bit different.
It's getting late because why?
Because we had to sit there and watch the fucking game end.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So, yeah, man.
Yeah.
So we're starting fucking late, dude. So it's we're going to finish like fucking 1 a.m. on the West Coast or 2 a.m.
All right, King. Let's get into the NFL, man.
All right,
I'm going to let you go.
Yeah, let me go, man. So first thing I want to talk about is the NFL draft. If you guys are our patrons, you guys listen to my draft edition, you guys know what's going on over there. You know that I fucking hit the fucking home run. Well, okay, maybe.
Come on.
I hit a double. I hit a solid double, dog.
Yeah.
I talked about 6 picks and hit 3 or 4 of them.
I think it was one of those ones where it hit the ground and rolled to the wall.
Look, man, the biggest thing for me was I called it. I knew it. Everyone knew it. Even though I put those smoke screens up, Kyler Murray went first, man.
Yeah.
What do you think about that, T?
I think everybody knew that was going. There's still a lot of guys post-draft, at least post-first round, that are saying that, this guy shouldn't even have been drafted in the first round because he's undersized. There's a lot of guys calling for that. I mean, he's 5'10", 206. So the guy's got skill. We know he's got skill. But I think the biggest story of the day is just the dumpster fire of where he went.
Yeah, it's just the way that it happened. They just didn't do it right because they had Rosen. They didn't move him before the draft. They moved him on the second day, which is tonight. Miami ended up getting Rosen for fucking junk for nothing. End of the second round pick.
Yeah, but Arizona did that to themselves.
Right, exactly. It's like we talked about. Charlie Casserly made a point on the NFL Network, and he was saying, what the fuck's going on over there, man? He says, these guys are sitting there using the excuse that there's no market for Josh Rosen. You got to go make a fucking market.
Right.
You got to move the guy before the draft.
And
everyone knows what you're going to do.
And they didn't.
And they just left that.
I mean, it's
Josh
just so
Rosen's salty, dog. You know that now. He was going to be salty anyway.
He is.
But he's extra salty right now.
Yeah.
So the draft just shook out like we knew, man. Bosa going second. Williams going third. The little curveball in there was, again, like we talked about, was the 4th pick. The Oakland Raiders sitting there sucking their dick.
Dude, they
blew it, dog.
They did blow it.
They did. They blew it because the guys that got taken behind him, there were edge rushers that were there. The guy that they took was a defensive end, but he's more of an inside guy. He's not an edge rusher, type of speed rusher, which is more the beast in the NFL, the Von Miller, the Khalil Mack.
Khalil Mack, yeah.
This guy's more of a fucking bruiser in the middle, like a Joey Bosa type of defensive end.
Right, but see, now...
He's not a dominant size guy.
Mal Kiper had him going at mid to late 20s.
I mentioned him in my draft, and I told him that there could be some teams that want to really take him and keep an eye on him. But I really had him pegged for the middle of the first round.
Yeah.
Because I thought that Dexter Lawrence, the other guy from Clemson, was a much better talent.
They're saying the Raiders reached big time for this guy because they could have had Allen.
Well, what? Yeah, absolutely.
They could have had Allen, and they get this guy. I mean, who's going to be good? He's going to be a solid player.
What I heard and what they said is, for some reason, and you made the comment back to me when I told you this, and you were spot on, and it was just stupid. I'm only saying what Mayock said. Mayock said they drafted this guy because of his character, and they want to start having high character guys over there. And then when I said that to you, what'd you tell me?
The first thing I said was, why did they trade for AB?
Exactly. So, I mean, it's the
That's
same
the
thing.
lowest kind of character you can get.
So, absolutely.
So, don't give me that bullshit.
Exactly. It's bullshit. They don't know what you're talking about. I think the surprise of the draft was the number 6 pick, though, right?
Oh, God. Don't even get me started.
Again, T, I just don't see how you can say that with this guy. Okay, go ahead.
First of all, I was watching a lot of post-draft analysis. They got this guy slated for the end of the first round, maybe even the middle of the second. They were saying that this guy, in all statistical categories of all the available quarterbacks, he ranked at either the bottom or the bottom 3 of every statistical category. They said this guy is going to be a career backup. And here's the thing that I heard, and it makes a lot of sense. The reason why they drafted him is because he's connected to the Mannings, and he's going to pose absolutely zero threat for Eli.
Zero threat for Eli when?
Okay, if they were to take, let's say, Haskins, right?
There's no threat for Eli this year.
Okay, but
for either one of those guys.
They got to figure out what they're going to do with Eli because they want to possibly extend him, they're saying, for another couple of years.
They can't do that.
Okay, but because this guy has no hope of competing for a job, okay?
They're going to have to throw him in the fire.
Daniel Jones has no
David
hope.
Brown. They fucking drafted a guy out of fucking Princeton or Harvard or something a couple years ago.
Right.
And they said he was the next guy. And they gave him a shot.
Okay, but this guy has no shot. Okay, this guy has no shot. And that's that's why it's no threat to Eli.
But
because they're on wait,
stop.
They're
wait, let me say something.
With Eli at the draft.
Wait a minute. It has nothing to do with that.
You're still our guy, Eli.
It doesn't have anything to do with that. There's nothing to do with that, T. Here it goes again. You're listening to media. It's guys that are saying this guy's no good. I understand that.
Say it too.
It's been the history of the NFL. Guys that aren't supposed to be there get there. And you can't say nothing about this guy till he tries. Give him the shot. You don't know what he can do. Nobody knows what he can do. I'm going to give you an example. And here's what everybody doesn't fucking know. How good was Brett Favre in college?
Fuck, I couldn't tell you.
He sucked balls. He got taken in the second round by Atlanta as a backup quarterback and then got traded to Green Bay after his first year, a la Josh Rosen.
Right.
Because he couldn't pick up the offense. This guy was a fucking idiot. How did that turn out?
Well, I think Brett Favre, to be honest, is overrated anyway. His legacy is fucking way overrated.
Dude, he's in the top 30% all time of quarterbacks, right?
Right, but he only won one fucking Super Bowl.
It doesn't matter. He's in the top 30%. There's guys that play their whole careers and never win a Super Bowl that are great.
True.
Dan Marino.
Right.
I mean, come on, guys. It has nothing to do with the Super Bowl. I'm just talking about the talent of the guy. Brett Favre had talent. And there were guys that back then said he was washed up. He's done. After his first year. He couldn't do it. Okay. He could throw the ball hard.
You're right.
Look at how many first-round guys don't make it. What's the difference that they reached 10 picks on this guy?
They didn't reach 10 picks.
If he's a mid... Okay,
they
here's
reached
another
2
thing.
rounds.
He's not a third-round guy.
This guy was a late second.
He's not a third-round guy.
He was a late second, sorry.
Yeah, but he's not a second-round guy either because at some point... It's like we talked about, T, and you're not getting it. Christian Ponder, E.J. Manuel, these guys were first-round picks. It depends if the team wants them. If the team thinks they can do something with them, their value's much higher. So if these guys at any point think this guy in 2, 3, 4, 5 years could be anything, they're going to take him and whenever. And you know what? More power to them. They took him when they took him. Just get it done. You don't want to fuck around.
Why?
Look what happens.
Why waste
Wait a minute.
6th pick?
Why?
When you could have had him later.
You don't know.
What were they at? What was the next pick they had? 17?
Yeah.
Yeah, you could have got him at 17.
You don't know that. Do you
Guaranteed.
Are you 100% sure that the media comes out and says Haskins is Washington's guy, but they didn't make a move for him? And everyone thought Haskins was going to go to the Giants. This was a curveball.
No, there was a lot of guys that didn't think the Giants were going to take Haskins.
No, they thought they were going to go other position.
Right.
So Haskins wasn't even going to take him by them.
Right.
But there was other people interested in Haskins too, especially Miami was talking that shit.
Right.
Washington never made a move to go up. They didn't care because they're going to take whoever's left.
They didn't have to.
At that point, they got lucky. He fell to them.
He did.
Yeah, if he wasn't there, they still would have taken one. Probably this motherfucker.
And from what I understand is they didn't even want to take Haskins. At least the scouts didn't want to. It was Snyder that made them do it.
Yeah, see, but here's the problem, man, is that, okay, think of this. Who's the one scout for New England who told him to take Tom Brady?
The hoodie.
No, but nobody else wanted him to.
Right.
What did he see? And that's what makes the Tom Brady story so great.
No, you're right
because
about
he shouldn't
that.
have ever
how many
been there.
Stories do you hear like that? Come
100
on.
In the NFL, hundreds.
Out of 1,000.
100. That's 10%. That's pretty fucking good.
Come on.
You want one from last year?
Okay, who's that?
Philip Lindsay.
Okay.
Philip Lindsay was projected to be a third-round pick.
Right.
He didn't get drafted. Denver told him they were going to draft him in the third or fourth round. He waited. In the seventh round, they drafted somebody else, another running back. They invited him to camp as an undrafted free agent. He made the team. He's the leading rusher on the team.
Until he got hurt, yeah.
He's the leading rusher on the team.
Yeah.
Everyone gets hurt in the NFL.
Yeah. No, he's a hell of a back. He had a hell of a season.
Undrafted. Nobody else could see anything in him, and he's a Pro Bowler?
Look, I got you.
It
I'm just
happens
saying,
all the time in this league.
This guy doesn't look like he's going to be anything.
Again, I think you're judging a guy before you can really see what he can do. We got to see what all these guys
damn
can
right
do.
I am. I mean, come on. I know I am. But we're breaking this shit down.
No, but
that's
we're
what
not
everybody
breaking
does.
him down.
But that's what everybody
we're
does.
prejudging him. There's a difference.
That's what
My thing is this.
whole point is.
Here, break it down. Then break it down right. He's a big guy. He's athletic. He's much more athletic than Eli ever was. He doesn't have the arm strength, but he has just as much arm strength as Peyton Manning. He can't throw the 25-yard out zip.
And they're saying that he's slow to
He
process.
can't throw the 25-yard zip. And what I hear, he's the fastest guy to understand anything they're talking about on the board.
I heard the exact opposite. He does not adjust and process.
The best guy at all this is Peyton Manning. And Peyton Manning's saying this guy's as fast as anybody picking up shit. Why is he going to lie?
Come on, dude.
Why is he going to lie? What is it his advantage for him to lie?
Okay. Again, this goes back to all sports, right?
Peyton Manning had nothing to do with the Giants.
Bullshit. He has nothing to do. He's a Manning.
He has nothing to do with the Giants.
He's a Manning.
Do you know what his connection with this kid is?
What is
You're talking out of your ass, T.
He's a Manning.
Has nothing to do with that.
Okay.
Do you know what his connection with this kid is?
What's the connection?
It's the coach from Duke.
Right.
That coach is nationally known as the best quarterback coach in the country. He's the one who works with Peyton Manning and his Duke quarterbacks.
Right.
Peyton Manning started sucking this kid's dick.
Right.
Because he says he's seen everything I was that this kid is.
And it's just a coincidence that it goes to where his brother plays?
Well, what do you think he's going to do? He's going to tell his brother, dude, you guys got to take this fucking guy.
Right, because he's no threat to Eli. I'm telling you.
Oh, geez,
I'm
dude.
telling you, dude.
Eli's gone next year. He won't be signed next year. Mark my words. They can't pay him.
We'll see.
He's not going to take backup
money.
money.
We'll see, because they're saying that they might. They want to re-sign him. They're already saying they want to re-sign him.
If they do that, they can't buy any more players. The salary cap's going to limit him. He's not going to play for less than $20 million a year.
We'll see.
If Jay Cutler got $18 million for that 1 year in Miami, how's Eli?
I thought he only got 10.
No, he got $18 million after his incentives.
Oh, after incentives, yeah.
$10 million was his base.
It was 10 minutes base, yeah, 10 million base.
Come on, dude. If I'm an agent, I'm telling dude, if you gave Jay Cutler $18 million, I'm like, you want me to play?
Yeah, but
I'm
that's
on
fucking
25
Miami,
now.
which is
I want 25
New York's just
now.
as bad as Miami, though.
I want 25 now.
Yeah,
they can't pay him 25. T.
We'll see.
They need other guys.
Oh, they have a lot of needs.
That's my point. They have so many other needs. They're going to have to go free agent next year.
Well, but
they can't tie up their money with him anymore.
You go out and you reach for a guy like this when you had so many other needs to address.
No,
and you didn't have to reach. You didn't have to reach.
If this was their guy, it didn't matter. They had to address a need.
Because I fell in love with him.
That's what the GM says.
Oh, fuck. Don't even get me started on that part.
Yeah, but he's an idiot.
He is an idiot, dude.
But still, we got to let the thing pan out. And he might be Dave Brown. Who knows? But fuck, I mean, you know what I mean?
All right, so
but here's
we'll
the
see.
other thing
we'll find
too,
out.
right? any of these guys, their whole career could end on one play.
Oh yeah, I mean
So
that goes with
this
any
guy,
of them.
like we're talking about, any of these guys, Keenan
Any of these
Williams, Bosa, all these guys, they might come out and be, they're going to be so great, and the first fucking game they blow out their leg and never play again.
Yeah, you're right.
You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
you never know, man. So yeah, it's, the draft really went well. I thought, it's still going now.
I still love Jacksonville's pick, man. They got Josh Allen, who the Raiders should have gotten.
Oh, it just fucking helps them big time.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I think the thing too is that you realize, and again, if you listen to my draft show, how important the tight end position is now in the league.
It is.
And whether there were 2 or 3 tight ends taken in the first round. And I made that comment, there's going to be 2 or 3 tight ends taken in the first round. And the 2 boys from Iowa got taken.
They did.
That guy Hawkinson from Iowa, he got taken like 8th overall.
That was a smart move. That was a smart move to
This
get him.
guy's ridiculous, dude. And I was breaking it down on my show. It's not that he's big. He's both ways. You don't get both ways out of tight ends nowadays.
He likes it both ways.
You either get it, they either catch the ball or they block. They don't do both.
He does both.
He does both top notch.
I think you and I were both watching him doing blocking, and I mean, he was just
pancaking
oh my God,
fools,
he was running them over.
Yeah, so I mean, no, this guy's definitely something that's just going to be there.
He's a goofy looking dude, but hey,
I think the little bit of the waste is in Detroit myself, because I just think they're just a shit show over there forever. You know,
they're
what I mean?
dumpster firing themselves.
Yeah, but I think after that, the next picks were, Ed Oliver's another guy I thought sort of they reached a little bit at 9.
Yeah.
He's not a big dude. There were still other guys out there, and I thought Buffalo could have used a big tackle.
Yeah.
At that point, when Ed Oliver got taken, there really wasn't any of the offensive linemen gone.
Right.
Those offensive linemen stuck around. This draft was weird, T.
It was a weird draft. You and I were talking about that.
1 running back and 1 wide receiver taken in the first round. And again, if you would have listened to my draft show, I mentioned that there were 2 positions that are so devalued in the NFL now is running back and receiver.
Yeah.
And I'm just sucking my own dick. I sort of spot on.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So, hey, one of these days you'll learn like that, bro.
We'll see.
When you grow up, you know what I mean? But, hey, let's just go on to the fucking NBA, dude, because this shit's fucking good, man. Take it away, T.
Ooh, NBA playoffs. So, we had that special NBA playoff show. Some of the stuff that we did was pretty spot on. I know that I got one major wrong. But, hey, you know what? Sometimes you throw it out there. You try to see, you're going to go for a long shot.
Yeah, no, my thing was, man, at least you fucking went on a ledge.
I went on a ledge. You fucking always
take the favorite, fucker. It was good for you to fucking take a long shot. It was.
I went Brooklyn, and I was all pumped up after that first game because they won that first game.
I could have rode your ass, but I only gave you shit a little bit.
No, you did.
I like the fact that you fucking went on a ledge.
You did.
You never do that.
Anyway,
I like betting the fucking underdog.
I know you do.
I want the big money, dog.
You're a betting man.
Yeah, go ahead.
So, Brooklyn, man, I mean, they won that first game, and then they got swept the rest of the way.
Yeah, it just woke Philly up.
Yeah,
but here's the thing, too. Philly's not 100%, and B didn't play every game. He didn't play a lot of minutes. I think they're a little bit in turmoil. We talked about it with, Simmons and him and how they interact, but I think Philly's a little bit in trouble, man.
I think they are. Toronto's looking strong. They lost that first game against Orlando, and they woke up, and they're looking strong. So I think Toronto's going to start stomping on them. It might be close for maybe 3 quarters, and then all of a sudden it's just going to start, Toronto, they're just going to turn it up.
I think more than any round, this round, the home court advantage is so huge.
It is. It
really is.
And Toronto's the number 2 versus Philly the number 3.
So, I mean, the thing that's good with Philly is there's not a lot of travel time between Philly and Toronto.
True.
You're talking about an hour and a half, 2-hour flight, something like that. So it's not
that's
crazy.
How it is with the East. Everything in the East is pretty damn close anyway.
Yeah, no, you're right. Yeah, absolutely. Unless you're going Toronto to Orlando.
Right. But even then, it's still not that bad.
It's like flying from here to New York, 4 or 5 hours. You know what I mean?
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, you're right.
It is.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, I did that flight. I did Tampa to the top of New York. What is LaGuardia?
LaGuardia.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was like fucking 3.5, 4 hours.
All right, so then we got Boston. Boston swept.
I told you, watch out for Boston, man. I really did, and I've been watching them play, and they're just turning it up. One of the things that's just making a difference to me, T, and I just watch it and look a little bit, is they moved Kyrie off the 1.
Well, that's what we were talking about. We have the 3 of us were sitting around talking, and that's exactly what we were talking about, and you kept saying that.
That's making the difference.
It is. You're absolutely right.
And I believe at this point, Gordon Hayward's probably getting in game shape.
He is.
This guy shattered his leg last year, T.
Yeah, that thing was nasty.
It's like we talked before the show. The only guy I saw like that before was Livingston, the guy from the Clippers.
Right.
And it took him 2 or 3 years to come back. Then he had to go to Europe for a couple years.
Yeah.
So, dude, I mean, this guy's coming back after 1 year. I think he's just getting healthy.
He probably is. You're probably right.
You know, so I think this is going to be one of the best matchups right now. Is going to be Milwaukee and Boston.
It's going to be real competitive.
It's going to be a
close
man.
series. I think, it could go 6 or 7.
In my opinion, I think whoever comes out of that is going to take the East. So I don't think Toronto has the guns on their bench. I think Kyle Lowry is such a hit and miss. I mean, look at that first game they lost, T. The fucker threw an offer.
Yeah.
You can't throw an offer in the fucking first game of the playoffs at home.
You really can't.
You're at home, dog.
Yeah.
I mean, come on.
I know, that was weak.
Yeah, dude. So, I mean, I just don't think they have the guns. And, I've talked about it all year as Milwaukee, but I did say my sleeper was Boston. So I think those are the two teams that are going to.
One of those great matchup. Yeah. It's a great matchup. I think we're gonna see some great games.
Yeah, I know. Hey, let's go over to the West, man. Let's talk about the West a little bit.
All right. So,
wait a minute, man. First thing, dude, right?
That's a lot of nuts.
We got to give it up for Damian Lillard, bro.
Oh my God.
Dude, I have been talking this guy up since our first show.
Wait a minute. I heard that he's wanted for murder.
Yeah, dude, he wrecked those dudes, man. He killed them.
He moited them.
He moited them. Oh, dude,
dagger in the heart.
This is what we talked about too, and I know you weren't watching the game because you don't watch games. Well, you just don't watch them all.
No, I try
to watch every one.
Yeah, it's because I have a life.
And I got lucky that I saw this whole fucking game.
I know, because you called me. You called me screaming, "Where are you watching that? Where are you watching that?"
No, yeah, but I sent you a text and you were asleep or something. It's like, and I put down, Damian Lillard is the sickest fucker ever. And I didn't get no response. Then he hit the fucking 3 and my text was sickest.
Yeah.
This dude is ridiculous. Dude, busting that 3-pointer from midcourt and just waving goodbye.
Yeah.
This guy needs to be in the MVP talks.
Well,
I've told you that since the first week.
He's not going to be, though.
I love this guy, dude.
He's not going to be.
He can't be a fucking Laker. I like him, dude. I like him.
There was that rumor. Dude. There was that rumor in the offseason.
And then as soon as that rumor hit, they fucking re-upped him. Oh.
Well, yeah, because they... what else do they have?
Yeah, it's true, man.
I mean, and that's the reason. That's a big reason why he's not in the MVP talks. He's in Portland.
Pass the ball, Kobe.
Yeah,
I mean, you could say the same thing for I
agree, and I think that's really it. Is you hit the nail on the head. T. He's in fucking Portland, and there's just fucking no pub over there for this guy.
Nobody sees it.
Oh, man.
Nobody watches Portland games.
Look, guys, if you get a chance to watch a Portland game, just watch the fucking game and watch Damian Lillard. It's a treat to watch that game.
This guy's a stud.
So, yeah, Golden State, we were watching the game
watching the game tonight.
Yeah, fucking
Golden
Kevin
State
Durant went off, had like 50-something points. But he sort of shit his pants in the second half. He had 38 at half, T. They were looking at him to break the record.
They were.
50.
And I think at that point he started kind of deferring, to some of the other guys, because that's when you saw some of the other guys start scoring in the fourth. He just kind of, I don't know. I don't know if it's,
Wait a minute,
he did that on purpose.
Can we back up, man?
Yeah.
We didn't talk about the lower matchup in Portland's bracket. Portland beat OKC. We're talking about Lillard, right?
Right.
What about Denver and San Antonio?
Game 7.
Wow. I told you.
Yeah,
again,
no, you did. You called
Denver's
that.
fucking
I'm
weak.
giving you that.
They fucking suck. Teams played down to them this year and kept them in games.
Yeah.
And they had some guys who could score, but
but even this whole series, they've been playing soft.
Like, again, I don't watch a lot of NBA during the regular season, but I know when these guys were up there in the second place in the West, I was like, fuck, I got to see a couple games.
Right.
And then you have some TNT games, the later games, 7:30 games and shit. So I'd watch him and I'm like, fuck, this team sucks.
Yeah.
Like, who the fuck did they got? Jamal, whoever this guy. He's good.
He is.
But he ain't a superstar, man.
No, and they just play very soft. I was watching
here
it too,
we go
and you were
again,
right.
And telling you about San Antonio's system. It doesn't matter who they put in there. So now you want to chase a player around. They're going to double team DeRozan. Guess what? He's not even the point guy this game.
He's not.
You know what I mean? The system beats you.
You're right.
And that's sort of what's happening because they don't have the talent to compete. It's
kind of like playing the triangle when they, when that system was.
You get the right guys in that system, forget it.
You can't guard.
You can't beat it. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I don't know what's going to happen. I think Game 7's tomorrow.
Game 7's tomorrow. That's awesome.
All right. So Game 7's tomorrow. The winner will play Portland. Portland's resting. They need it because fucking Lillard played every minute. Right.
And listen, guys. By the time that you hear this, it's already been determined.
Yeah, exactly. So they'll already be starting the other series.
Right.
So by the time it posts next week.
But the winner of that is going to have to play Portland.
Yeah, exactly. Well, Portland's just sitting there waiting for him.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it's the same thing. Houston's been sitting there waiting for the winner of the Golden State Clippers. And this is what I'm telling you, T. It's lining up. The stars are lining up for what I said, man. Right? I told you, man. Golden State's going to have a couple tough series.
They are.
And they're going to be fucking wiped out by the time they get to the finals.
I think the Clippers took him to the edge, man.
They might have an injury problem, and boop, there goes Boogie.
Well,
right?
Wait a minute.
I
mean, there's already an injury problem from tonight.
Yeah, Steph rolled his ankle.
Steph rolled his ankle again.
He played the whole second half, and he looked pretty good. And he had some good movement, and he was cutting, driving to the basket, making layups.
But he's going to be hurting tonight and tomorrow.
Dude, but
he's going to be icing it. You know that, but
no,
still.
he's not, dude. They're going to send a trainer home with him.
Yeah,
and the fucking trainer's going to be there every hour, fucking
massaging it,
putting ice on it, electrodes, everything. And he's going to be asleep.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. So yeah, fuck yeah. But this is what's going to happen, T. These guys are tired. They're the best team out there, but they're just too tired.
Well, they're definitely the most talented.
Houston got fucked. Houston got fucked for getting in that bracket, bro.
They did.
Because they got to fuck with them now.
Yeah.
And I don't think Houston can beat them. I really don't. I think Golden State's going to beat them. I think it's going to go 6 or 7. Then they're going to play Portland. Portland's going to fucking try as hard as they can. Go 6 or 7. And by the time Golden State gets in the finals, Milwaukee or Boston's going to smash them. Because they're going to be tired.
They're going to be run down and tired.
Yeah.
The West as a whole is so strong. They just beat up on each other.
It's not just that, is what we said earlier too. And in our playoff edition, T, remember, is that these guys have played almost another full season the last 3 seasons with the playoff runs they've made.
Yeah.
Nobody else has.
No. But,
so none of these other teams, they're all. But I mean, it adds up. Remember, the Lakers did that when they did their back to back, and they were going for their 3-peat. That 3-peat killed them.
Right.
They got smashed in the finals, man. Their guys just got fucking burned out.
But if you look at the East, right? Let's look at the East. Two of the series went 4-0 sweep. The other 2 went 4-1. And you look at the West, there was only there was 2 series that went 4-1. The other ones were really hard fought. And Golden State, yeah, it was 4-2, but that 4-2 was a lot closer than
let's give some props to the Clippers.
Yeah, absolutely, man.
They fucking played their asses off.
Those, I mean, even today watching that game,
2 wins were both in Golden State, and one of them was a 30-point comeback where they scored 48 points in the fourth quarter.
Who the hell does that against Golden State? I mean, really,
fuck, dude. And Golden State was trying to keep them away,
right?
So hats off to you, Clippers, man. And Ballmer, you got those guys going in the right direction.
Ballmer, the logo. The logo's got him going in the right direction.
Ballmer's the guy who fucking got him there. He's smart enough to pay him and keep him there.
True.
Right? So you know what? And he's letting him do the work.
Exactly.
Hats off to you, Ballmer.
Hats off to Logo.
Of course, dude, wherever he goes, he does good. That's a given.
He built the Lakers. He built Golden State.
He built everybody. Memphis, wherever he was. He's not the guy. They're allowing him to do that. That's what you got to think.
Well, you just got to be smart enough to get out of the way.
Well, that was why he left the Lakers, because Bus didn't want to let him do his job.
Right.
Not that and the $1 million they owed him for Shaq.
Yeah.
That was the big thing. But other than that, man, it was like, come on, man. Let the guy do his job. Ballmer's letting him do his job. He's letting Doc coach. He's letting this guy run the office with the other fucking monkey they got there.
Yeah, well.
Hats off to you, Ballmer. Get that team out of L.A., motherfucker. Anyway. Go back to Seattle. Starbucks, bro.
Anyway, so that's the NBA playoffs. I mean, it's going to be an exciting second round. We're going to have a lot of fun stuff to start talking about. It's going to get crazier.
Yeah, one thing I want to touch on before we get off the NBA, bro, is where are we at with our poll on the MVP, dog?
I think Harden is winning.
Because they're going to fuck. What?
Harden's winning.
No, man. Dr. X told me that Giannis was winning.
He's full of shit. I checked it right before we started filming.
What the fuck, dude?
Before we started recording, I fucking did that. I did a check, and he's up.
No, all right. Well, see, there's misguided fools out there, dude.
I'm yeah, well, okay.
We got about another week before they announce this. We do. So I'm just saying, bro.
Just get ready for that whiskey.
I'm ready. All right, man. What do we got next?
Oh, this is great. I love it. My favorite part.
News team, assemble!
All right, man. A little bit of what the fuck news, right?
What the fuck?
What the fuck, man? So let's go and get this thing started, man. Fuck it.
All right.
Why is Dr. X fucking telling me to hurry up, dude?
I don't know, man. Probably because he's just pissed at you. You keep calling him out. You keep fucking saying shit about him.
I know, dude, but fuck, we just got into this bit, man. He's fucking like, are we like behind or something?
No,
D?
but he's kind of pissed at you. You keep calling him out.
Whatever, man.
Stop being a dick to him, and maybe he would be all right with you.
I'm a dick to him.
You're being a dick to him tonight. I'm just saying, little dickish.
Dude.
I'm just saying.
Dude, you've been jamming this guy up for the last 4 weeks, and all of a sudden you're his buddy.
Wait, but off mic, I'm fucking homie with him. You're not. You know what I mean? I treat him better.
Throw it out there, dude. No, you fucking talk shit to him, dude.
To his face?
Yeah, I know. And you fuck him up.
But I help him out a lot too. No, but I do a lot of homie shit for him. That's how it is. That's how it is, G. That's how homies are. I'm just saying. All right, King, get to the fucking story.
All right,
this is your story. Go for it, man.
You're a fucking dick, dude. Both of you guys are assholes. I'm fucking sick of both of you guys.
Stop,
all right,
stop bitching.
All right, man. So let's just get into the what the fuck news, man. This fucking story is great, man. Okay, so what we're going to talk about is a fucking San Antonio aquarium. You ever go to the aquarium, T?
Yeah.
I like it there, man. It's sort of tranquil. You see all the fishes, beautiful fish going around. Sometimes they have shit you could pet. You can pet sharks.
Yeah, they have them over there like in San Diego. Shit, right? I've been to the, over there in San Diego and pet the little stingrays and everything.
I think like the Mandalay Bay, they have that, whatever that is.
Oh, yeah, I've been there too.
Cove or whatever.
Yeah.
And they got that big ray tank and you could pet all the rays and stuff.
Right. Yeah.
Didn't back in the day, SeaWorld or one of those places used to be able to swim with the sea rays and stuff?
You still, not the rays, they have manatees that you can swim with.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Manatees are like big elephant things, right?
Yeah, they're white. They're big old ass things, dude. They're pretty dope. I've actually looked into it. It's like $175. You can swim with them.
That thing's not going to fuck you up?
It might.
All right, man.
That's the fun part. That's the fun part.
Okay, dude. I'm not going to pay to get fucked up. But anyways,
Why
man.
not?
All right,
gamble.
Man. All right, man. So what we're going to talk about is there's a story, man, going on in San Antonio.
Right.
And it's a story about 3 people pulled off a heist at a San Antonio aquarium, bro.
Well, they steal water?
Right? What do you steal?
What do you fucking steal?
They stole a fucking shark, dude.
Okay. Wait.
Yeah, dude.
Like an actual fucking shark.
A real shark.
How the fuck do you do that?
They stole a fucking horn shark.
How? How do you actually pull that off?
I'm just saying, man.
How is that possible?
They took him out of there in a baby stroller.
Wait, what?
Yeah, so they walked in with a fake baby. Like
right.
If the baby was asleep, they probably had like a little swaddle in there or something, right? Oh, how cute your baby. Shut up. He's asleep.
He's asleep.
What's your baby's name? LeBron. You know what I mean? Right? So,
and they're white.
Yeah, exactly. So they fucking walk in there, right? They're like, hey, they're going to check this shit out. They probably went to one of those petting tanks, dude. How are you going to get access to them?
Well, that's what I'm asking. How the hell did they get it?
Dude, I'm just telling you, man. It doesn't.
It has to be a pet tank. It has to be a small little shark.
It was a tide pool exhibit.
Yeah.
So it's like we talked about. It's those ones where you could touch it.
Right.
So they fucking grabbed this horn shark, dude, and they fucking put it in a fucking baby stroller. But
wouldn't that thing die after a few minutes?
Well, they were sitting there, and I guess they had it pegged out, dude. So they fucking got a bucket of water out of there, and they were like splashing him a little bit and trying to get him, and they got away in a pickup truck. So they got
away.
They got away, dude.
Holy shit.
So, okay, they didn't get away. So they got away in the pickup truck, but then it was recovered that night. So I don't know if they left it. It doesn't say. It just says it was recovered. It doesn't really say how it was.
Oh, wow.
So, they arrested the guy, but I don't know how they found him. If they pulled him over and he had a shark or whatever else. You know what I mean? Because it doesn't say that.
Sir, do you have any
contraband
on you? Is there anything in there when I...
All right, bro, you got me, man. I got a shark, dog. I got a horn shark.
It's in the glove.
He's under the seat. What the fuck, dude?
Fuck, seriously?
Yeah, dude. So basically what they're saying is this guy, Anthony Sinclair Shannon, 38-year-old guy, is the guy who they popped for stealing it.
Right.
He was arrested Monday night after they stole it Monday during the day and charged with felony theft of property valued at $2,500 to less than $30,000 for the heist.
Wow.
Miss Helen was the name of the horn shark at San Antonio Aquarium. And according to the sheriff, they returned her without any incident and she wasn't harmed.
Holy shit.
Yeah, so she was recovered and returned to a petting tank.
Wow.
Yeah, so Miss Helen is back over there.
So what about the dude? I mean, he's locked up or what?
No, man. I mean, he's a felony.
That is a felony, yeah.
Right, so he had to go in front of a judge, and if the judge let him out OR, he can get out without bail.
On bond?
Yeah, without bail.
Oh, without?
OR is your own recognizance.
Reconnaissance, yeah.
Until the hearing, or he sets bail for him, and he can't get out of jail till the hearing. So, I don't know. It doesn't really say. Oh, it does say on the bottom, right? He was released on $10,000 bond.
$10,000 bond Tuesday morning, the following morning.
Yeah, exactly.
Wow. I don't know. I think we're going to have to keep an eye on this one because this is crazy.
Yeah, man, but you guys messed me all up, man. You guys started talking shit during my story, man.
What?
I mean, you started the whole thing off bad, T.
How?
You and Dr. X.
How?
You know, both you fuckers.
What the fuck did I do?
Exactly, dog.
Okay.
All right, man, get in the next story, T. I like this one, too.
Anyway.
Listen to this fucking idiot, dude.
Fuck, man. Again, Florida. Okay, Florida's the most...
Quit picking on Florida, dude.
I don't have to pick on it. They pick on themselves.
Quit picking on Florida.
Florida is the most fucked up state in the union. For all of you listening that don't know, look, if you're a listener in Florida, I love you.
Yeah, exactly.
Thank you for listening, but know that you're in a fucked up state.
Dude, we're not going to get any listeners in Florida, dog. Stop, dude.
We do have some, and we love you, but you're one of the few. You're one of the chosen ones, okay?
Yeah, dude, we stop on Florida, dude.
So a Florida man...
We want to get East Coast love, too, dog.
We got a lot to it. I love them. Listen, a Florida man was arrested in a parking lot in St. Lucie County Detention Facility just minutes after he bonded out of jail. A 37-year-old Casey Michael Lewis, who was charged with grand theft, left the facility and started to wander through the parking lot, looking through the windows and checking the door handles of the cars to see if they were open. So this dude is known to be a thief for vandalizing cars.
Well, okay,
and
wait.
what does he do?
No. Yeah, it's not like they say, okay, dude, you're a known car thief, everything else. We're going to have to watch you around all our cars. They let the guy out.
No, he got out. And what did he do? The first thing he did was inside of the police parking lot. What the fuck is that?
Dude, he's sick, dude.
Dude, he was captured. Again, yeah, you're right. That is a sickness because he was captured on surveillance camera.
Mental health's a motherfucker,
opening the door of a silver vehicle. And he sat there a few minutes. So what did they do? They're watching him on tape, right? Obviously. They're watching him on the surveillance systems. And one guy's like...
What the fuck do you think was going through his mind when he was sitting there for a few minutes?
Dude, seriously.
It doesn't say like he took anything out.
Well, wait a minute. They sent an officer. They're watching on surveillance. So somebody stepped there, like, all right, I'll go fucking get the guy. So he goes over there and starts questioning this guy, right? So this guy says, oh, I'm waiting for my girlfriend to pick me up. And then after the officer was talking to him for a while, he noticed that there was a brown paper bag and he looks in it and the officer says, okay, you're under arrest. Inside that paper bag, he took an iPhone 7, 4 packs of cigarettes, a lighter, a Visa bank card, debit card, and $547 in cash and somebody's driver's license.
Okay, man. Okay, first of all, dude.
Why are you leaving all that in the car?
Right. I mean, okay, I would sort of think, right, if I'm ever going to leave it in my car, probably the safest place would be a police station parking lot, right?
Well, that's true.
I mean, if I'm ever going to leave it in my car, I'll leave my shit in my car. But, I mean, fuck, dude, this guy got a haul. Look at all the shit he got, dude.
Almost $600 in cash, an iPhone 7,
the
which,
iPhone,
that's an older.
$100.
Yeah, it's an older iPhone, but you can still get $100 for it.
4 packs of smokes in California is $40.
Right?
Yeah, they're $10 a pack out here.
The debit card, you really can't do much because you don't have the PIN.
Yeah, exactly.
So,
but I mean, yeah, especially, and what if it's like, he's a white guy, we're seeing the mug shot of him now.
Yeah. Well, Florida driver license, though.
But what if it had a black dude's picture on it? It's not going to work for him,
It's not going to work. It's just not going to work. But
wow, dude, this is crazy.
So he was rearrested again, same fucking charges, and he bonded out again for $11,000.
Why did they even let him bond out?
Exactly. It's Florida. Thank you, Florida.
I said it bonded like $100,000 or something, man. I mean, that way he wouldn't get out. So,
what the fuck is that?
All right, see, we're going to go to another story here. And it's a little bit weird, man. A little bit disturbing. Remember, we were checking this out when we saw the headline of it, and it sort of duped us a little bit, right?
It's a little misleading. It duped you.
Yeah,
It duped
Well, the
you.
headline duped us, not the story.
I know. I'm
Once we
fucking with
read
you.
the story, we realized what it was.
Yeah,
But,
exactly.
You know, the headline read, a Phoenix father beats a man to death after this man accosted his daughter in a restroom.
Yes,
Okay, accosted can mean a lot of things.
it can. But what does it normally mean to you?
Abuse him? It doesn't verbal abuse. I mean,
Sexual,
something.
yeah.
That's the first thing I thought.
Exactly.
Something, especially in a restroom.
Right.
So I'm like, fuck, we are all over this story.
Yeah, the guy tried to rape her. He tried to, something.
So let me read you some of this, T.
Yeah.
A Phoenix father is facing second-degree murder charges for allegedly killing a man who allegedly harassed his young daughter. Police say Melvin Harris, 40, admitted to beating Leon Armstrong, 26, to death after he attempted to break into the teenager girl's stall at a Quick Trip convenience store bathroom. Harris was waiting for his daughter and his two friends in the store's parking lot when Armstrong approached his car asking for money. Harris gave him change. Then Armstrong walked into the convenience store. Police said soon after, Harris's daughter and her friends came out of the store and said the man had harassed them, according to police report. What do you think about that, T?
So harassed and breaking into assault are two different things. So I don't know if that was just a poor choice of words on the person that was writing this story. But I mean, to me, when you're trying to break in, it kind of goes down to the, is he going to do something to you?
You're sort of fearing for yourself at that point, right? You don't know this guy.
You don't.
And secondly, he's in a women's restroom.
What is he doing there?
Trying to break down the door.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. So, I mean, then the father got upset, dude.
Well, of course, like any daughter. I mean, you would do that with your daughter. Any
right, exactly.
Any dad would do something the same.
He just took it too far, man.
He did.
He punched the dude in the face. The dude fell to the ground, and then the guy stomped him out.
Well, I see that he went to the security guard first.
Well, yeah, he went to security guards and told him, look, dude, if you don't do something about this, I'm going to fuck this dude up.
And the security guard didn't do anything.
Yeah, well, he's a security monitor.
I'm monitoring.
Right, exactly, dude.
There's a robbery.
Well, yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So, after the assault, man, that guy was taken to the hospital, but he died at the hospital.
Yeah, I mean, okay, you're going to say you're protecting your daughter, but at that point, you just got to know when to stop. You can't take it that far.
Okay, now let's go a little bit further. He didn't stop, and he did go that far.
Yeah.
What's going to happen when he goes to trial? Is the jury going to convict him?
Yeah.
I don't think so.
I do. It's murder.
I don't think so.
It's still murder.
You seen the movie Time to Kill?
No.
Again, Samuel L. You ever see the black guy in the movie? That's Samuel L. Jackson. Any movie.
Yeah.
So he was in the movie Time to Kill, and basically his little daughter got raped by two white guys.
Right.
And it was down in down in the South.
Mm-hmm.
Still prejudice. And when these boys were going to go to trial for that, because they got caught by a black sheriff, the black sheriff beat them down, took them to jail. They knew they were going to get off. Samuel hid in the closet the night before, and when those boys were walked into the courtroom, he shot them both dead and had to go to trial for murder.
Right.
He didn't get convicted. Temporary insanity.
Yeah, that's a movie.
It happens a lot. Yeah, it does.
I don't know. I think this guy's going to get convicted though.
I think something else will happen. And remember too, man, he's only facing a second-degree murder charge.
It's still murder though.
No, it's not. There's a huge difference, T. Now, I don't know how there is, because when it comes to criminal law, there is.
Right, there is.
First-degree murder, once you get convicted of first-degree murder, there's no parole.
No, I know. That's either life or death.
Right. So it's exactly. Second-degree murder, there's outs.
Well, there's 20 years.
I guarantee you what's going to happen to the guy is he's not going to do big time like that. They're going to get this thing down to manslaughter. And typically across the country, they're not even going to plea it down. They're going to end up going down with it, because even the defense is going to know if they try him for murder, they're going to have a less chance for a successful trial for them. They're going to plead it down to manslaughter. Manslaughter is about 8 to 10 years. In every state in the United States, in the prison systems,
overcrowding.
No, every good day you get a day off. So technically, for killing a guy, the guy could only get 4 or 5 years. Right. As long as it wasn't premeditated and it's not first-degree murder, you have chances. So I think this guy's going to have a chance, man. I don't know. I mean, just put yourself in that spot. I mean, it's real easy to lose it.
It is.
And the reality is, it says the guy punched, stomped, and kicked him. And then he punched him again until he was unconscious.
Yeah.
That could have been 2-3 shots. You don't know. It could have been 50. We don't know. So it's really hard to know. But as a father, if I'm going to sit there and say, hey, was it justified to slug that guy 10 times in the face? Fuck yeah. Give him 10 more. He breaks his nose and it goes into his fucking brain.
I think
it's a little bit different. You're not trying to do that.
Here's where it's tricky for him. The fact that he stomped. When it starts getting to the guys on the ground and you stomp them.
You're still in a rage. He's not thinking that. It's how the law looks at it.
But how the law looks at it.
You're
that's
right.
what I'm saying.
No, you're right. But
so at that point, that's what's going to hurt him is the fact that he stomped.
I think more than that is after he stomped, he went back down and punched him again when he was on the ground until he was unconscious.
Yeah.
So the stomping is just going to be another action because it wasn't the final action. The final action was after he stomped and kicked him, he got back down there and punched him until he was unconscious.
Yeah, any way you look at it, it's bad. You know, and
I don't know. I mean, I'm saying again, you got to put yourself in this guy's position. And
again, I'd like to know what exactly happened though, because by saying harassed, I just, it's kind of
okay.
It's
So
kind
just
of
think of it this way, dude. You have a daughter that comes screaming out of a bathroom with her friends that this man was trying to break the bathroom door down on me, Dad. What are you gonna do? Come on, dude. I mean, it's emotion at that time.
Right, but
this was strictly emotion. There was no thought here.
You can knock him down, you could tackle him and pin him to the ground until the cops come too.
Until the cops come.
There's other things you can do.
Oh,
I'm just saying.
Yeah, but you're not thinking rationally.
Of course not.
It's emotion, T. That's my point. It's rage. People can't control it once it hits them. Think of it. I mean, yeah. Think of something that happened like that to your wife.
No,
You're going to sit there and tackle the guy and call the cops? You're going to beat the motherfucker down. And unfortunately, this dude died.
Yeah.
If this dude didn't die, we never hear this story at all.
Assault and
no assault. The guy would have got arrested, and that was it. The end of it. There would have been no assault charges. The guy seemed like he was homeless. He's asking for money.
Right.
You're going to tell me the cops are going to take his assault and press charges against the guy?
Probably not.
No. But the guy died, T.
And that's why it's fucked up. It is.
So, I don't know, man. That's tough, man.
It's tough. It is.
Hey, that's our what the fuck news for this, this week, man. There's some, some little bit serious stuff sometimes, guys. And we were talking about a couple other stories this week. We'll probably throw them in next week, but we don't want to just keep it all just, all this bullshit stuff. We want to keep it light, but we want to touch some serious subjects too, man.
Yeah, you got to have a couple heavy hitters in there now and then.
No, absolutely, man. We got to keep everybody on their toes, T. So now, we're going to change up a little bit here. And we're going to do a little bit of a new segment, T.
Yeah, we got a new segment. It's going to, guys, we're going to try to replace entertainment here and there.
Okay, let's stop. We're not
just switch it. We're not replacing it.
What we're doing is just rotating, guys. We're just going to keep it live, dude. Yeah, we're not going to replace anything, guys. We're going to keep things moving. It's like we talked about. Things are going to
come in and come out.
It's like we talked about in the last show. We throw shit on the wall. If it sticks, we keep it. If it doesn't, we let it go. We'll come back to the entertainment stuff at some point. It's good.
Yeah.
But talk about what we're going to do today, T.
So we're going to slide in a little foodie nation in there today. So we're going to talk about some food. We're going to talk about fast food versus casual restaurant. When you're chilling alone or chilling with your homies, what do you prefer? Do you do fast food all the time? Do you do one of those like big chain restaurants? Are you hitting up like a Chili's or a Bubba Gump's or, do you go out to places like that, or do you just strictly hang out with just fast food? What kind of stuff do you like?
I like it all, T. I mean, at this point in my life, I'm a bachelor.
Right.
My favorite thing is Uber Eats. That way I don't lose my parking place because parking's fucked by my pad.
Right.
It's like you were telling me too, man. You're fucking lazy, bro. It's $20 for a Subway. Yeah, you're right. It probably would only cost me $12 if I went. But then I got to park 3 blocks away. I got prime parking in front of my house.
Yeah, but at that point, you could lose a couple calories by walking a little extra steps there.
Dude, it's not about calories at that point, dude.
I'm just saying.
It's about fucking really. I got to walk 3 blocks to get home.
You're
and in the morning,
do it.
Really. And then when I go to work in the morning, I'm going to walk 3 blocks to go to my car.
That's a good early morning walk.
Some of us don't have a driveway, T.
I know.
In the part of the area, the town I live, there's no driveways.
Right.
Yeah, exactly. So go fuck yourself. All right, asshole? Because you ain't going to walk 3 blocks, fucker. You know you won't.
Why not? I would.
Go fuck yourself, dude. You got a driveway.
Hey, well, Well, I don't have to though.
No, but
Because I
go,
got a
you know what?
driveway.
Just go do it just for the hell of it, dude.
Sure, why not?
Yeah, exactly.
Sure,
You
why
fucking
not?
liar.
When I go to,
But anyway, man, let's get on the
When I go
story,
somewhere, I
man.
park
Hey,
far.
all right, whatever. So back to the food thing, man. Yeah, no, I like it all, T. I go to different places. I like really fancy places too.
all right. So when you with your buddies, right?
Yeah.
All one of them. So what do you guys get? I mean, do you guys get fast food? Do you guys go to a smaller place? Do you do it like a big chain type of restaurant? I mean, what do you do?
All of the above. That's what I said. You know, I mean, there's days
But what do
where,
you prefer? Like what is like when you're with your group? What do you guys usually do?
to me, it's like music, man. It depends on really what you're doing. It really sort of dictates what you're going to listen to, right? What you're doing. If you're at a backyard party, you got a certain type of jam. If you're in the car, you got a certain type of jam. If you're with a chick, it's a certain kind of jam. Just depends what you're going to do.
Right.
If you're in a hurry, you don't got a lot of time. If you got time, and that's what you're really going to do is just go chill, talk, and have a dinner. Yeah, man, I'll go sit and have Chili's or Buffalo Wild Wings or something like that.
Yeah.
A couple beers, some wings. Go to Chili's, get a 2 for $20. Couple drinks, something like that. Chill. Maybe see some chicks there, talk to them. But I mean, for the most part, I really don't even go to fancy places unless I go out with a girl.
Right.
I'm trying to impress her a little bit or, whatever. And even some of the more, I guess, the chain places that are a little bit nicer. I really don't even frequent those unless I'm going with a date or a family event or something like that.
Yeah, exactly.
But for me, man, it's typically like more of a fast food shit. I do like some stuff, like I like the Yard House and, some of these places have to go stuff so I can get shit to go.
Yeah, you can.
But for the most part, especially if it's during the week, I get out of work a little bit later. I work a lot. I don't want to go sit in a fucking restaurant by myself, dog.
That's true.
So it's about fast food for me.
It is.
It's about what I can order out.
Right.
So that's sort of dictating what it is.
But you said you use Uber Eats a lot, and you can get a lot of these restaurant places, these chain restaurants on Uber Eats.
No, you're right, but it just comes with a cost.
It does.
It really does, man. So yeah, the fast food stuff's a little bit easier. It's closer. Delivery fees are less. You get the nicer restaurant. Delivery fees are more than the fucking menu.
Dude,
You know what I mean?
I saw Taco Bell on DoorDash. The delivery fee was $6.99 for Taco Bell. DoorDash. Get the fuck out of here.
Jack in the Box by my house is $6.99 on Uber Eats.
Seriously, what the fuck?
I'm gonna get 4 tacos, dude. That's $2.
Right.
I'm gonna pay $7 to deliver
just
$2.
to deliver $2 worth of food. Get the fuck out of here.
Well, no, Uber Eats does something now too, dude, that they have what's called a small order fee. If your order's less than $10, you get dinged $2.
What?
Yeah.
Well, I guess because they have to pay the drivers. They have to
Exactly. And it makes sense. You know what I mean?
You know.
The other day I got clipped with it on a Subway. I ordered a Subway at work.
Right.
From Uber Eats, right?
Mm-hmm.
And all of a sudden I look, what the fuck's that? Oh, it says small order fee, $2. It was like 8 something. Oh, fuck you. I'm going to pay for that. I'm going to get something for it.
Yeah.
I got 3 cookies. Now my total was like $10.30 and I didn't have the $2 extra, and was still less.
But at least you got extra.
And I got something for it.
That's what I mean. Yeah.
But
I don't know.
There's decent stuff out there. And the thing that's sort of good for me is I think that these places now, they're trying to mix it up and they have different things out there. But I mean, there's always the staples, bro. The one thing that I miss, T, I'm going to tell you right now, without Costco, I can't get a good hot dog, man. Your Wiener Schnitzel hot dogs suck.
Oh, they're horrible.
They suck, dude. So there's nowhere to get a good hot dog.
Okay, here's the thing. Being on the West Coast, there isn't a good place to get a hot dog, not like on the East Coast. A lot,
Oh, absolutely,
especially in New York,
dude.
man.
Oh,
Nathan's
dude.
Gray's Papaya. I mean, don't even get me started,
dude,
right?
Fuck, I love the papaya.
Right.
Dude, I'm telling you.
Exactly. Over here, what do we got? We got Pink's. Pink's is fucking
Pink
garbage.
sucks balls, dude.
Pink's
I can't
is
eat that
fucking
shit. That
garbage.
casing's too thick, dude.
And then we got Doghouse. There's like a little mini chain around here. They're
But
just
everything
as bad.
at the Doghouse, they use fucking sweet roll.
Right, but
Everything's Hawaiian roll for their bread.
But like just the hot dog alone though, the dog itself is so fucking weak.
I couldn't get past the bread.
There's no
Where's the
flavor?
regular bun?
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
But the flavor of the dog, there's non-existent. There's no casing. There's no snap to it. I don't even get me started. But
You know who's got a pretty good dog?
Who?
Five Guys.
I haven't had their hot dog. A lot of people have said
it's
that.
expensive.
A lot of people have said their dog's pretty good.
But dude, let's just say it, dude. Put it out there. The best fucking hot dog for the money.
Costco.
$1.50 for a fucking quarter-pound dog and a fucking drink.
And a drink.
That's fucking lunch, and you don't even have to eat dinner half
It's
the time.
insane.
Fuck,
And it's a
dude.
good dog.
It's a good tasting dog.
It's a good dog.
Yeah, they got rid of the Polish, dude. I used to like the Polish.
They did. Now they just the all beef one.
Yeah, no, I like the burps
like the
from the
Polish
hot
one.
dog, and I used to really dig the burps from the Polish dude. Yeah, you know, a couple hours later, you get that burp, and like, oh, hey, that was good.
No, I'm with you, man. I'm with you on that one. You know, I gotta say that it depends. If I'm by myself, I'm probably going fast food. You know.
Let me ask you a question, T.
Yeah.
When you're by yourself, and let's just say, okay, even when you weren't married,
right?
Okay, and you're out and you're fucking hungry, would you ever go and sit down and eat in one of these restaurants by yourself?
I have.
No, I have too. You know what I mean? When I didn't want to eat in my car or it was too hot or whatever.
But on a regular basis or anything like that, no.
I can't either, man.
No, but I've seen people that do.
A lot of people do, dude.
Well, you have a lot of people that are introverts too, and they kind of enjoy that. So,
I guess,
you know, there's a lot of people that like that alone time to themselves.
Yeah, you know me, man. I just think they're like that. You know what I mean? So, yeah.
But anyway, I got to say, I don't know. When I'm by myself, yeah, you're right. Fast food. I'd go fast food. But a lot of times when I'm with, like, you know, hanging out with my friends or anything like that, we'll hit up like a chain restaurant. You know, we'll go to like a Chili's or something like that.
Yeah, same here.
Or like you said, a Buffalo Wild Wings or something like that. Yeah, hell yeah. You know, I'll hit that up.
I like it.
Yeah.
I don't think it's bad at all.
No.
You know, I'm not down. I never downgraded. I love it. You know, I like TGI Fridays, man. Their 2 for $20s kick ass.
They're pretty good.
It's pretty fucking good. And
I like some of those appetizers they have. They're pretty damn good.
They have endless apps too, man.
Those are pretty damn good.
Yeah,
I do enjoy those.
And they have some good drink specials too. I know
their drinks are. Yeah, they got some good drinks. I like their drinks. You know,
I was gonna say you just don't drink too much. You're like a girl. You cut me off.
No,
So I figure it's like one drink.
It's because I know when to say when. I don't get all sloppy.
No, I can't wait for our show, dude.
Just wait.
Yeah, you're gonna get
Hearted,
sloppy,
baby.
See, fucking sloppy.
Okay.
All right.
Now I think you brought this up to me today. As a matter of fact, you've never, or you're not familiar too much with Sonic.
Yeah, no. I mean, let's be honest. I used to travel a lot. You know, the companies I used to work for, most of the companies, they traveled everywhere. So I traveled a lot back east and in the Midwest. There was a lot of Sonics.
Yeah.
But then everything changed. Sonic sort of went back to that drive-through appeal. Their menu changed. They hit tots.
Yeah.
I'm a tot guy, dude. I love tots.
Dude, there's tots
a restaurant
are good.
in Monrovia over here by us that serves best tots, dude, for breakfast.
Really?
Leroy's.
Oh, Leroy's. Yeah, I remember Leroy's. Yeah. I haven't been there in forever.
I love Leroy's, dog. The tots are great. But I'm just saying, you know, back when I used to go in the Midwest, when you go into Sonic, they had like roasted chicken. They had chicken plates. They had mashed potatoes. They had shit like that. With all their burgers and all their other shit too. Sort of changed a little bit and they sort of went to a newer menu last 5, 6, 7 years. And I really haven't been there since.
Dude, their tots are good. Those tots are pretty damn good, I'll tell you that.
Okay, but besides all that, dog, okay, you got to throw it out there and I got to throw it out there. Who's your burger, man? Who's your burger? You got to be somebody, man.
Yeah.
You know, and out here in California, In-N-Out's the king.
In-N-Out.
Like.
It's got to be In-N-Out for me.
See, I'm not, man. They don't impress me.
I know who you are too.
Yeah, dude.
And I see, and I'm on the way opposite spectrum of that.
Oh, man.
I don't like their burgers.
I love them.
I know you do.
They're fucking good.
I don't like them. Yeah. I don't understand how people get, just my personal taste. I just don't like them.
It's the quality of the burger and the grind they use. It's not a really coarse, it's more of a coarse ground, so it's sort of a little bit airy.
Right.
But Five Guys is just so good, dude. Five Guys, and I love their fries too. So I'm just saying, for me, and they're pricey. I know, pricey.
They're way pricey.
And yeah, for sure, you can get an In-N-Out.
Now their fries are pretty damn good.
Their fries are good.
And I'm not a big fry person,
and
but
neither
those
am
fries
I,
are good.
But here's the problem there. They don't have a small fucking order.
They don't.
They're fucking small as like a fucking sack, like a lunch sack full of fucking fries.
It is. And it literally is a sack.
Yeah, dude. Yeah. Like, fuck. I mean, you can't get just a burger and fry combo. No, you can't. Everything's a la carte. No. So, yeah, you have to go with 2 or 3 people and share a small fry.
Exactly.
I don't know who the fuck eats a large fry there.
And I'm only good for eating maybe 5 or 6.
You remember back in the day, those
fries?
The big old brown market bags?
Yeah.
That's probably what the large fry is.
Probably. Just double bagged from all the grease.
Yeah.
But I'm just saying, you know, I don't know. I'm not into Five Guys burgers. A lot of people like them. Nothing against them. It's just not for me.
Let me throw something else at you, man.
What do you got?
Now, you know, we work in California, and I don't know how it is in other states, but You ever eat off the Roach Coach?
Yeah, fuck yeah.
I like the slider wagons, dude.
They're good.
I like them. You know, I do.
Not even the gourmet ones, because we got a lot of those out here.
Yeah, no, that's the new flavor now, man. They have all these fucking parking lots, and you got to pay to get in, and all these fucking things are out there.
But just even the regular, down and dirty Roach Coaches, you can get some good ass burgers on there.
Not just burgers, man, but a lot of these places are, they're owned by Latinas or Latinos, and they make good homemade fucking food, dude.
Don't even get me started, dude. Chorizo and egg burritos.
Dude, I'm just saying.
Oh my god.
So and it's a little tough, and I understand people. It's not really, but
it's not for everybody.
But maybe like you said, man, I think it was more popular as those trucks where they're having those like truck-ins or whatever.
Oh, yeah.
They have 20, 30 trucks.
All in one spot.
And you pay like $30 to get in, and so all you can eat.
Yeah.
Because they know you can only hit 2 or 3 of them, man.
Realistically, yes.
I went to a fight not too long ago at the StubHub. Mm-hmm. And they had, they don't have a lot of food there or whatever, so they rolled up a couple of those gourmet trucks. And one of them was an Asian fusion wing truck.
Oh. That
shit was fucking great, bro.
Sounds good.
Yeah, fuck yeah, it was good. But anyway, I'm just throwing that out there. And I like trying new food, T.
That's the whole point, is expanding your horizons a little bit. But I mean, this was specifically about fast food, but
even with fast food, there's so many new places that pop up. I like trying new stuff, but here's the thing. If it doesn't fucking tickle my nuts the first time, I ain't going back.
Well, yeah,
I ain't going back.
Okay, let's...
Even though there's 50 things on their menu, even if I ordered the one thing that was shitty and everything else is great, I don't give them that second shot.
Yeah.
I just don't.
Okay. So tonight, we already told the audience we started on a different night than we normally do. Yeah. We started a little late. So you and I had pre-dinner, right? You rolled up, you went through a drive-thru and brought us some dinner. Right. That's what kind of got us started on this thing.
Right.
Okay. I tried something new for the first time. What's the first thing you asked me after I started eating it? I got about halfway through and you're like, so how is it? What do you think?
Yeah, exactly.
And I was like, it's okay.
Yeah, and I'm glad you ate it.
Yeah.
That way I don't got to get it.
Right. Exactly. Yeah, that's my point. It's like, I wanted to try it because I wanted to say, okay, it's the latest and greatest that they offer. Okay, it's the big thing. You see the commercials everywhere because it was a fast food, very popular chain over here. And it was just meh.
No, what? Yeah, it didn't look that great.
Meh. No, that was it. Man. I mean, I ate the whole damn thing because I was hungry.
You know what I want to... Let's just throw them out, dude. I got to give them some props, too, man. I like Carl's Burgers, dude.
I do.
And a lot of people, nationwide, they don't have Carl's, right? It's Hardee's.
Hardee's.
Right? But
Same
out
thing.
here is Carl's Jr.
Yeah.
Carl's Jr. makes a pretty damn good burger, man.
They do.
I mean...
They do.
Let's just throw it out. I like their burgers, too, man.
I like their bacon western. I love that damn thing.
I'm just a superstar guy. No cheese, man.
Just famous star?
I'll do double. I want the superstar.
Oh, yeah, you get the superstar. I get the famous star with cheese.
My dog, bro.
Yeah.
He likes it.
No, he loves it.
It's his favorite.
Come on. He loves it.
Yeah, shout out my baby. All right, man.
But, anyways, I honestly, I think it depends on your mood. I think it's just like you said.
Too, that I like too,
just like you said.
Is there's places that are popping up now, pretty inexpensive, but decent food. Like we got a fish spot that we go to every once in a while, right?
Yeah, I love that
Our fish spot's great, dude.
Yeah.
We don't pay more than $10 for an awesome plate.
Right.
That's good fish, a side, everything.
Fresh.
Yeah. Big filet.
That's a nice thing.
If we go to a sit-down restaurant, that's $40-$50.
Easily.
So there's good spots out there. You just got to find them, man.
Yeah. Yeah. And you got to be willing to try it.
Yeah, no, absolutely.
That's the key. You got to be willing to try it.
Yeah. No, yeah, you're right.
All right. So I think that wraps up our show there.
Yeah, that's it.
That's it. That's all we got.
Yeah,
Dr. X, right? That's it.
Fuck you, Dr. X.
See? And that's why he gives you shit.
No, but I'm just saying right now, dude, he's fucking looking at me like if I took too long. You're the one this is your segment.
Yeah.
He didn't give you shit the whole time.
Homies.
Right now he's...
Homies.
Oh, all of a sudden you guys are homies. You little girls were fighting last week. Fuck you, Dr. X. I brought you a burger too, bitch. Fucking ass. Guy, man, you guys suck, dude. I'm just saying that.
Hey, sounds like sour grapes to me.
All right, man. Let's just close this shit up before I start getting bitter, man. But
all right, so go for it.
Hey, man, I just want to say thanks to everybody for sticking around. Guys, remember... Look at our website. Follow us, man. Do whatever else. This is growing big. We want to say thanks again. You guys hung in there for a whole show. We know it's tough sometimes, man. But, hey, I'm going to say thanks for myself anyway. I don't know about T, but, man, it's tough for me to sit here and listen to the guy for an hour and a half.
Look, I'm going to say this, okay? I may have gotten on Florida today, but still, I want to thank all of our Florida listeners. Okay, I still love you. You're the few, the proud, the Florida listeners.
Yeah, you're the chosen ones.
The chosen ones.
Exactly. But anyways, guys, we want to say thanks for sticking around, for keeping hanging in there with us. Visit thedoubleshow.com.
Don't forget our Patreon at patreon.com/The Double I Show.
Guys, not this week, but maybe next week, we're going to be popping in some new bonus content in there, getting some good feedback on our bonus content. Guys, keep coming at us. We love the blogs. We love the feedback. Get on our website. Vote for the MVP. Vote for Giannis.
Vote for Harden.
Okay, because it doesn't... You know what? All you guys go ahead and vote for Harden. Give him some false hope, guys. Okay, He needs a little bit, right?
Oh.
So anyways, man, we're just going to go ahead and sign off with that T, right? So, hey, for Dr. X, I am R.W. King.
I'm Sweet Tea.
This is Incoherent Idiocy.
We're out.